Check.
It's more of a life out here. 5-star on the table. Make posts, that's all I know. Read Steam like gold. I'm Steeming. Steeming. Crypto, that's how we roll. Power up, get bold. I'm Steeming. Steeming. Get your mind stuck on this HWTP. Post my life up like you looking at a TV. Stop your Facebook, get paid for your likes. See, Zuckerberg ain't thinking about
Is
your
it
life
Mikey
dreams.
talking?
But they sell
Or
your info to the highest bidder. When I spill it all out, they gon'
Mikey, is he talking? Because I
I
can't
ain't
hear
even
him.
have to say, it's sorta like your information. They couldn't save it, and I don't need to curse, cause this flow G.
Okay, I got it. Okay,
and we never regulated.
I got it.
S-T-E-M to the I-T. Blockchain plug you in like an IV. Count up all the voters, the people is taking over.
Okay, perfect, I got you,
For your
yeah.
voice and don't let them go take your choice. Remember, you have voice, won't stop until you rejoice. You see when it is over right after the hangover. Make posts,
Okay,
that's all
perfect.
I
No
know.
problem. Yeah.
Read Steam like
I'm not
gold.
broadcasting to anybody.
I'm Steeming.
Yeah, that's okay. That's why I'm here, right? So relax. But yeah, I can't. Don't focus too much on me. You know. But if you have questions, I'm happy to answer.
No pressure, man. It's just a hangout session.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
I'm pretty ready to go. Anything else I can do on the fly? I'm not, no, because I don't have starting soon screen.
Live over here, John.
Oh, well, fuck, guys. No 3, 2, 1 or anything? No, I'm joking. That was the countdown. Okay.
Show starts at 9:30.
Yeah.
My audience is listening to the Steeming anthem, though. I don't know what Gone Rogue's audience is doing.
Background listening.
Yep, now our mics are hot. No hot video on mine yet, but they know we're coming.
There you go.
I'm already getting encoding overload. Too much stuff open. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Steeming Pile. This is the John Spalding broadcast. We got a couple other simulcasters tonight as well. We got Gone Rogue, Sean S. Porter. Eric Wilson should be here soon. He might be on Vim right now. And we have our special guest, Nathan Mars. And we're going to be
Thanks for
talking
having
about... Hey, no problem. Thanks for being on here. And so we're going to talk about the Link 777 project.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And so for those of you who don't know about the Steeming Pile, it's an open space show where we just kind of open up the room, set the agenda the first 5 or 10 minutes that we're here, and just have a good conversation. So, and it's just a open forum for the Steem and broader Steem community, whether you're a live streamer, a creator, a vlogger, a writer, an artist, you're welcome to jump on the pile. You guys want to do some intros for you?
Good stuff. Gone Rogue's channel here. Streaming on BitTube now. So still have been pretty. I've liked the BitTube platform so far. Pretty stable. Community still need to reach out to the community, bring people in. As far as the audience, that's definitely lagging. But yeah, we're streaming. Glad to be back too, man. Sean hit me with some Stream Elements website, and I was getting consumed in that. Lots of stuff that you can do. So yeah, actually, I'm just glad to be back. We do have Nathan Mars. I'm completely uneducated in the project that's going on, so all of this is going to be brand new. Anything that you guys talk about as far as the project's going to be brand new for me too. Excited to hear, man.
Okay, I'm looking forward to share the information with you, everything. But it's a long-term project. The Link 777 is a long-term project. But I also, it's the first time on Steemit file for me. So Steam file or Steemit file?
The steaming pile.
Steeming file, ing. Okay, steaming file.
Yep.
It's the first time. So I also want to hear about your project and what you're working on as well. So yeah, but yeah,
cool.
I don't want this to be focused only on me. So
that sounds good. And maybe at some point we're going to ask you 10 quick questions.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
What's up, Eric? Eric or Sean, you guys want to do an intro? Say hey and say hi to your audience and stuff?
In 2 minutes?
Yeah, that means Sean goes.
Yeah. All right, so this is Sean S. Porter here. Hi, everyone. Thank you for everyone checking back in. Hope everyone had a good holiday and all that jazz. Me, myself, we did the Advent tubes over the break, which was really cool with Chief. So I'm looking forward to that in February. I believe there's the next one coming up.
Man, he's cutting out bad.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got some shit to figure out here.
Is it bad for everyone?
It is?
No, it's me. Me. I'm sorry.
Oh, you are. Okay. No worries. And you did throw me off, though. What the fuck was I talking about?
Advent tube.
Oh, yeah, Advent tube stuff. And then planning Sean Love Gaming's pilot episode, slowly but surely, that rolling. And so those are the main things I'm working on right now. Getting the studio set up in case I can find anyone to come in and like a sit-down episode, JRE style. I'd like to get that rolling, but those are all back burner things. Whatever happens sort of stuff. So, but yeah.
Cool, Sean. We did the Advent tube was daily vlogging with Team Humble. I think you know him, Nathan. And so
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know Phil. Yeah, he's a nice guy, and we talked. And but I was actually participating in Advent Tube. I told him I'm gonna, but I kept extremely busy, so I wasn't able to do anything towards Advent Tube.
Yeah.
But I was supporting the, restreaming and upvoting kind of thing. But I couldn't be able to support him because I wanted to focus on the Link 777. So
sure.
It's just a timing, But I know him and I know the project.
He did a heck of a lot of work for that, and it was cool.
Yeah.
We used frame.io. It was very difficult for me as someone who hasn't vlogged before to do 31 straight days of vlogging.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I missed 2. I missed 2 days, and so for each of those days, though, I went onto YouTube or DTube and did my own vlog.
Mm-hmm.
And that was how I got to come along your stuff and your project, is because in December I did on my G1N token account I did some public domain holiday movies and Christmas movies as a countdown, and so that's how I came across your project. I was just as I was uploading to DTube, you see the people in the community. And that's why I wanted to have you on. I'm glad you were able to come on to kind of kick off 2019.
Yeah.
And it just kind of worked out with doing the Advent Tube stuff and the holiday stuff that it's cool. And I got to use DTube a lot last month.
Thank you.
So it's cool.
Yeah. I think we have to collaborate and cooperate whenever possible. And I think, as you can imagine, when you start a new project and you have to focus your time and energy on one plate, I don't want to put too much in my plate. So I think same goes to Phil. And I remember talking to Phil, Team Humble, probably 2 months ago. and I told him about the DTube Snap thing, and he said, I got too many things going on. I'm not even coming to Steam Festival 3. You know, I can't come. So sometimes you need to focus your energy in one thing, right?
Right.
And once you had it's a new person joined.
Yep, that's our friend ESP Change.
Okay.
You can keep going though.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Team Humble. Yeah. And I will see what I can do for AdventTube and his project.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing anything else until February with that.
Yeah, that's a good thing for me because I will be able to catch up with him and to see how we can work together.
Cool.
Yep.
And then ESP, how are you today?
I'm good. Hi,
What's
everybody.
going on? Happy New Year.
Thank you. You too. It's going to be a good year.
We have DTube star Nathan Mars with us tonight.
That is cool as fuck.
Be on your best behavior.
Right. So nobody snort.
I refuse.
Yeah, I'm not a star. I'm not a star. Just a human being, right? Like you guys. So.
You're a star.
Listen, on this show.
Dude, you're looking sharp there, ESP.
Oh Jesus!
Look at everyone showing.
They delayed New Year's for us.
Everyone's showing their booze. I have sparkling water.
Yeah, I have water. I have a water too.
Cheers, just the same.
This is called half full water, right? So half empty, half full.
Eric, did you want to say hi to everybody? Are you ready yet? Are you on?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you on? Are you on Vim and D Live?
Yes, I am. I'm also on Stream.me, Twitch, and Mixer.
That is
more
cool.
Hot chicks in here.
Yeah, all hot chicks that are listening on Mixer, come on in.
Yeah.
I'm going to invite all the hot chicks on the internet in hopes that we get maybe one.
Yeah, don't send me on that mission. You won't get even one.
Hot chicks don't like it.
We'll find somebody else. We'll go with Sean. He's got some hair.
If there are any hot chicks watching on my Vim right now, the dial-in number.
Well, I don't have hair. You got that going for you. Like,
all right, I'll take it.
I got a 5-head over here, really. Man. What do you expect from me? So, hi everybody. Hi Nathan. Hi usual suspects. I missed y'all.
Oh man, this feels good.
I mean, it was like family steaming pile.
Yeah.
Like, dude, why can't we just be streaming right now? You know. So, yeah, I had a pretty good holiday. I hope everybody else did. I'm over 3 weeks now, no cigarettes. So you guys know how much I used to chain smoke. I am that guy now. So, but still, nicotine's way less. I like the amount of nicotine I'm taking as compared to when I was smoking cigarettes is way down. And see, like ESP, that doesn't even bother me. It really doesn't. It's weird how I just something clicked, and I just didn't have any desire for cigarettes anymore.
Fantastic.
So
you're changing. We can actually, people can change.
I'm trying.
That's
baby steps, you know? Baby steps.
That's good.
Baby step. I like that.
So, you know, just trying to be a better person today than I was yesterday. That's all.
Yep.
So, that's all I got.
Wow. Cool. ESP. What's new?
You know how like a few weeks back or maybe a month ago I told you I got up early and I started writing out a bunch of thoughts, like this outpouring. I think I probably blabbed your ear off about that. I had another one of those episodes the other morning. I think it's good. Oh, what's new is I met a person and we put our ideas together and formed a partnership. I mean, a legit company. And because I've alluded to this project that I have for a long time, building a communication tool, a web application, and it's been a roller coaster, and it's been a long time gestating. Anyway, I met this guy. Surprisingly, he has a project that's a lot like mine. There was a lot of overlap in terms of, you know, it's just pure coincidence. And so we started talking to see if, sort of figure out whether we have similar ideas in terms of our approach and whether or not we could get along. And when that seemed to make sense, when that seemed to fall into place, we just said, screw it, let's form a partnership. So now I have numerous projects, and that's good. That's good. And I've mentioned in the past that I'm going to talk to some people here because you guys have really helped me inform my perspective and given me ideas and maybe made me slightly more intelligent. I'm going to talk to you guys. I'm going to ask you lots of questions. I'm not really in the ask lots of question phase, but we'll get there. So I'm excited about this new partnership, and I like the stuff we're doing. I like the projects we've chosen, and they're challenging and they're ambitious, but we can do it. Thank you for asking. How are you, Mr. Spalding?
I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Winding up. It's fixing to be a pretty good year already, so let's just see how it goes.
Cool.
Knock on wood.
No way. You don't need to do that. That's for people that are superstitious.
Oh, yeah. It's just what you're supposed to say, right?
So,
because shit always goes wrong. What happened?
Don't do it.
You good?
Don't say it. Yeah. So let's kick it off. So Gone Rogue, let me ask you: are you able to do 10 questions tonight?
Yeah.
Or do you want to?
Get into your guys' stuff.
Yeah.
I'll ask questions, get into the conversation, and in the background, I will formulate 10 questions.
Cool. So what I'm going to do is then I'm just going to show your last post, if that's okay, the Link 777 Journey of 1,000 Miles post.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And then I'll just kind of skim through that with everyone, and you give us a overview. Yep. Richard, all right. What's up, Richard? Thanks for jumping on the pile. I'll share that for you guys.
Yep.
But yeah, why don't you just give everybody like maybe a 5 to 10 minute overview, and then we'll open it up for questions for people that are online live.
Okay, so the Link 777 is something similar to LinkedIn plus Kickstarter plus Y Combinator. And with our STEAM blockchain, we have 3 categories of people, 3 categories of element, I will say. So first, the major thing is people. We have so many people, like passionate people like me and you. And we have so many different communities based on the core values and their philosophy, you know. And we have projects of all sizes, you know, from ideas to that. And Link 777 basically connect all these 3 elements to build a network, relationship, and form collaboration and cooperation, etc., etc. But that's basically inside our blockchain, everything within STEAM.
Okay.
But what we're going to do is we're going to connect simultaneously. We're going to connect those 3 people within our blockchain, and we're going to connect our blockchain with angel investors and venture capitalists, so they can fund the right project and allocate the capital to a killer dApp, something that has huge potential, or maybe they can do seed funding, etc. kind of thing. You know, maybe this is in a nutshell what is Link 777. So we have four categories. So angel investors come last, and we have project, we have communities, and we have people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So project, communities, and people come first.
Yep.
The people kind of, do they self-organize into communities and projects, and how does that work?
So at the moment I haven't really detailed how it's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're going to start with, we're going to focus on people first.
Okay.
And we ask people to create a video profile on YouTube, which is called Snap 7. and it's basically like an introduction or like a video CV.
Mm-hmm.
And we will have maximum number of 777 at any given time, the maximum number of people. And they must have minimum 177 SP to be part of it.
Okay.
And when they create this CV or profile, they will tell us, do they belong to any community, or are they part of any community? Or they also tell us optionally, it's only recommendation, they don't need to include those information. They will tell us they are working on this project, or they like this project, they are part of this project, you know. So then we simultaneously collect the community details and the project details, as well as this video profile. Then we build a framework where we can add some search function to then also introduce review system for all the people and the community, so people can leave a review like Airbnb.
Okay.
And then from tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will be introducing something called link points. And 50% of the link points. The link points is basically is towards tokenizing this entire project. And 50% of the token will go to angel investors, and the 50% token goes to people who help build this foundation, you know.
Yep.
And so the 50%, the link tokens will be put as a link points to start with, and I'm gonna roll that out day after tomorrow or tomorrow, introducing link points, but exclusively via Twitter. So I do that on Twitter. So all the details will be published on Twitter within the next 48 hours about link tokens and link points.
Okay.
Yep.
Nico just jumped on.
Hi guys.
How are you?
Hello.
Oh, I'm fine. It's
I didn't notice
almost
you
full.
without using your Steam name. And then you.
Oh yeah, and yeah, we now have used Zoom for Oracle D, so I'm logged in with my Oracle D account.
Cool.
That's my real name.
Yeah, I saw you got. I saw you get a Ned shout out this week. Good job.
Oh yeah, it was pretty amazing to see that. So you want to implement this as the main sign up option for Steam?
Yeah.
That's a very
Congrats, man.
Yeah. So the next thing will be that we will allow you to buy Steam with your credit card.
Awesome.
Nice.
That'll help for Nathan's angel investors.
Yes.
Definitely.
We're really, really close to release that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I think yesterday we launched another product, so you now can lease Steam Power also with your credit card.
Okay.
Should make it a little bit easier for some people. And I think I heard Eric asking me whether I can help with onboarding someone. I'm not sure. Whether it was Eric.
I might have to put you guys in a breakout group. You guys can go do it live. Or
what's the easiest way? Would it be Oracle right now, or would it be buying Steam Monster Pack, or what?
Well, if he doesn't mind, he can buy the Steam account for $2 and we'll get 90 days, 15 Steam Power on top. So
I'll pay for it. I mean, I don't. They don't need to pay for it. I'll pay for it.
That's fine. That's fine. Just go to. I send you a link here, and I won't send you a ref link. So there it is.
They said he's saying, Eric, I'm waiting for the account to be approved. I've done the email and phone. He's so naive. So naive.
Yeah, waiting for Steam to approve an account. It's
what's it at now? 2 weeks?
I have no idea. All I know is that account creation is not one of Steam's priorities at the moment.
No. Yeah, we'll get you set up, Vinyl.
That's the problem. There
We'll
you
get you,
only
we'll
need
get you a
to
password as soon as I get 5 minutes to do it for you.
Oh, it actually it's pretty fast. As
Yeah.
long as you pass the validation checks and so on. Yeah, it actually helps to fund Oracle D.
Okay, did you shoot me that link?
Oh, I sent it to you.
Okay.
It's
In
in
the
Zoom.
message.
It's in Zoom. I'm gonna send it here again. There, everybody can get a Steam account. I think within 2 minutes. If you can type fast, it's probably even 1.
Nice.
I wish my screen sharing was working.
It's not working. Oh,
Yeah. Screen sharing is working on Zoom. It's not working on OBS for me. But
Okay.
so Nathan, for Link 777,
Yep.
right now is you getting the 777 people, right? Is that step 1 of the campaign, would you say?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then everybody has to do a YouTube intro video, and what else?
Yep.
Or a DTube intro video.
YouTube is only the main thing because we only going to put the YouTube video there. But I want to promote or to help DTube, so I'm asking put the same video on DTube as well.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's cool.
So I can upload them. I can restream. I don't know, but also get new people.
I
to
always
DTube.
look for ways to put the same content on Steam and get as many upvotes as I can for each one.
Yeah, I think DTube needs a lot of things they need to improve. And also I try to help them. I try to help them with the DTube snap thing. And I have few more ideas for DTube, but at the moment I put everything on hold to focus on Link 777 because Link 777 is a project for Steam blockchain. It's not a project just for DTube.
Right.
But DTube can get the benefit from it.
Yeah, and you might have people that come on that already have established subscribers and followers on their YouTube accounts too. So just a way to better engage more people who might not know about what we're doing here on Steam.
Yeah, definitely. It works really well. And also, if in order to get upvote from me in the future or already, and they have to share their content on Twitter. So I introduce something called tweeted rewards. So anybody wants my upvote, they need to tweet their content. And they need to use some hashtag Steam or mention my name or mention some of the dApps. So I'll stop upvoting people who doesn't have Twitter account.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do everything at one go, trying to target angel investors because angel investors spend most of the time on Twitter because of micro blogging nature. Okay. So they don't have time. So I try to build a audience and grab attention from the outside world, taking Steam blockchain to Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep. I like it. I like the use of the different social media platforms to continue to publicize, but also grow and encourage people here to shoot. Do you use Share to Steam?
I haven't started using or haven't tried it yet. But I think it's a good business model, so I don't want to say any opinion at the moment. But I did reach out to them and said I gave them some feedback about the project. One of the feedback is kind of a negative or criticism. What I said is that if we use Share to Steam and people going to create content on Instagram and YouTube, but they will never leave this platform. They just dump their contents on Steam to get the rewards, and they never contribute to Steam. So this is not good for our economy.
Gotcha.
So I said, why don't we do other way? Why don't you share Steam content on other social media? That's basically we are exporting. But share to steal more like importing goods from other country. You know,
Right,
that means. But what I'm doing with Tweeted Rewards, I'm exporting. So that means I'm making profit. If you export, you make profit. If you import, that's expensive, right? And
I like it.
That was my that's my feedback to. Yeah.
Real quick, I'm sorry, I'm interjecting. I'm helping this guy get set up. What's the suggested password for you for like DTube? I'm trying to remember which.
No, you don't need password for DTube. You just need your posting key or Steam Connect.
The posting key.
Or Steam Connect.
Okay. You use your posting key to sign into Steam Connect, right?
I strongly recommend use your posting key on DTube. The Steam Connect login is not very advanced.
Yeah, I think it's working. It's working now, but definitely if we can use the posting key, that's probably best option. But if you don't want to do that, you can still use the Steam Connect. And we have a DTube Discord channel, and if you have any problem or anything, you can ask them. There's also some section that explains about how to sign in, how to upload, etc., etc.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, this all manual work. I manually collected those people, but yeah, they will be removed after 17th of January if they don't submit their Snap 7 profile.
Oh man, you're giving us
you're
giving us a warning.
Sorry, say again.
You're giving us a warning. Now here's my question. When I do mine, do I get to keep my number that I am right now, or do I get to move up?
No, its number doesn't represent anything basically, but it just we put them in an order. The Snap 7 when you send your profile, and it goes as if it's 40, and I think I already got 50 something. If we are 57, you go on the 57, depending on the order it received.
Okay. There's our Steam bot friend, Project 7.
Yeah, remember him.
That's right. Yeah. But that's come later, right? Our main focus is people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I want to keep. I think I'm number 732 or something. I want to keep that number.
Yeah, if you have some lucky number, let me know. I can keep it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it was 736, John.
Thank you, ESP Change. I didn't know you were listening.
Yeah, but it will become a membership in the future where people want to join Link 777. They need to maybe pay a small fee or to become a member, because they're going to get all the benefit from it. And I will be going to some crypto conference this year, many, and I will be presenting all the projects and all the community to the people who want to know about our blockchain. And also I will be promoting my own project called Snap It, and to raise funds for that seed fund. And in order to get all the benefit, I will try to introduce some entry barrier. So at the moment, the entry barrier is you need to have minimum 177 SP. So if you don't have skin in our blockchain, we don't want to have you. So something like that.
Gotcha. And so you're the project going to have a separate blockchain from Steem?
We haven't thought about that, but because I'm a big believer that in the third generation of blockchain, where all the blockchain can talk to each other.
Interoperability.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter which blockchain we operate, but as long as we truly be honest with our community and the members, what we are doing and what we are doing, right? Mm-hmm. And so we are helping people, we are helping community, we are helping project, and we are using Steem blockchain. So we will contribute to Steem blockchain much as possible while we are here, but we don't want to guarantee anything about what blockchain will go. But Steem is like our mother. We don't want to betray anything, but I see there's in the future we could run this Link 777 on Cardano blockchain, but still we have our SMT on Steem blockchain, but it will run on Cardano or EOS simultaneously. So that's a long-term thing. I don't want to focus on that at the moment, but yep.
That hurts my brain.
Right.
Thinking about that, like that's possible, you know, like what? I mean, I know that's possible, and I've heard the talk about it before, but wow, I mean that's next level stuff right there.
No, I think if you look at iPhone or iPad, you know, they had vision before when they're making iPhone 4, iPhone 5. They know what's coming next, right? The touchscreen, you know, all those things. So when you build something, and we need to think long term, 3 years, 5 years time, you know, and so you want to build some features that fuel future innovation, and you know, and so long term thinking is so important. So this project is a very, very long term project. It's built for years, not for months. So people are the fundamental element of this project. As long as we have people, we can do anything with it, you know.
I like it. How long have you been building the concept for this, and how did it come to you?
Yeah, nothing in my life. I go with the flow. But 8 months ago, I started my full-time STEAM journey as a full-time. And after spending 1 month, I actually launched my own project called STEAM Angel List, which is something similar to what I'm building now. And I think I mistimed it that time, and I was doing that with D Live that time, and I was helping D Live with STEAM Angel List project. Then I realized the timing was wrong, and I thought I'm going to take a break. Then I thought I'd rather support some of the dApps, and I ended up supporting DTube so much, and I made a cultural shift in DTube, and I introduced DTube Snap and brought new people and build a new community and a new life to DTube. I gave a new life to DTube. But when I heard the Ned announcement of 70% layover, and I felt Steem blockchain needs me now, because I can't just focus on DTube. I need to support other blockchain. And so I told Ned that I'm willing to work for Steemit Inc. for free for 2 years. And so, but when I made the request, I never expect anything from Ned. But after that, I decided I'm going to do something on my own to make an impact. And Link 777 may be incorporated with Steemit Inc. in the future, because they should be allocating fund and allocating the capital to a project that take Steem blockchain to a next level. They should be allocated. They have the capital to allocate, and they need to allocate this capital to the right project and guide those projects, not just allocating Steem power delegation, also guiding them and to providing all the steps in between to build this. And that's why I call Y Combinator. So Airbnb built with the help of Y Combinator. So they do all the process the startup need to go through in the early stage, you know, ideation, iteration, and, you know, they do everything in the beginning to help this project to build a minimum viable product or service to compete with, you know.
Yep.
And I know, so, but I thought I will do this on my own, and I'll have a full control or a leadership over it. But I will be open to collaboration with any project, not limiting any other projects on our blockchain or even outside our blockchain. then collaborate with them to make it better. But one other thing I want to mention is that because when I talked about people with the Steem blockchain, we talk about project and we talk about
Went out.
Yep.
There you are.
There.
Yeah, I'm here. So
Okay. Yep. People.
The good thing about this is that people and project and community. The good thing about it is when you bring angel investors, we have other cryptocurrencies, other crypto projects also have communities, and we can make Link 777 not just for Steem, for entire blockchain industry.
I like where you're going with that.
Yeah, so it's a bit very ambitious. So, but I want to I don't want to confuse people with my vision because they want it simple. So I'm spending too much time to break down my project to focus only on Steem now and only on people. Then once I have some co-founders and a founding team, I will be able to set out my vision properly.
Cool. I like it. I like it. I like the stance that you took towards getting there. It's very interesting to hear that story and kind of how it came to you. So appreciate you sharing that. Let's see. So hopped on since we started have been Jiu-Jitsu and Richard. Glad you guys are back on. Richard, you want to say hi? And if you have any reactions to what you heard, or if you just want to check in and say hey to everybody.
Voice squaintly. Yeah, man, it's good to be back. Nathan, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. And Dan, you have put so much out there, it's going to take me a while to figure out what the hell you're even talking about. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this discussion tonight. Good stuff.
Cool, thanks, Richard. Yeah, it's a project called Link 777. I'll put the intro link from Nathan back in the Zoom, and it's listed on the broadcast as well. And then for those of you guys watching or just listening on Vim or somewhere else, you can go to zoom.us and type in 468-186-430, and that'll get you in here on the pile live if you want to ask any questions or say hi and be a part of the show. And then I don't think Jiu-Jitsu's in front of the camera right yet. He's probably just listening, so we'll check in with him in a minute. Hey, Gone Rogue.
Yes, sir.
Who has Nathan, is that you that's at the restaurant with loud music, or is that someone watching TV in the background?
No, it's me, buddy. It's me. I'm gonna move to outside.
You don't have to.
Starbucks.
You don't have to move. No. I think it's okay. You can mute. Just go on mute when you're.
Okay. No, it's okay. I like to hear, so I'm outside. So don't worry.
All right.
Yeah. It's just I don't own this Starbucks, so otherwise I can tell them to switch.
Well, maybe in a couple of years you will own that Starbucks.
I don't have no intention to own any material position. To be honest, I'm not interested. I'm extreme minimalist. So I don't like items. I like experience, and I like to have time freedom. That's the ultimate freedom.
For sure.
Yeah. So. Yep.
Hey, Gone Rogue.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So Nathan, ready for 10 questions?
Yep.
Rapid fire.
Cool. All right, Nathan. So I'm going to go ahead and just share the screen here.
Yep.
Oops. This way. Share this. All right, sweet. Can you see that?
Yep.
Awesome. Right on. Okay. So pretty easy and straightforward. So there's just 10 completely random questions. A minute.
Yep.
Roughly a minute to answer all the questions.
Okay.
One answer per question.
Yep.
And answer each question as fast and as honest as possible. You good?
Okay. Yep.
Awesome. So, just real quick, your username is Nathan Mars or Nathan Mars 7.
I have 2 accounts.
Okay.
So the new account is Nathan.
And your primary account is Nathan Mars.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, Nathan Mars, everybody. You ready, Nathan?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right,
Yeah,
let's do this. First question. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
definitely a night owl.
Perfect. What DApp app doesn't exist but should?
Uh, Twitter, something similar to Twitter.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
There's no. I love. I'm a workaholic, so I don't think any work I hated
Okay,
or
least
job.
favorite job you've ever heard. You've ever had.
My last job probably I worked in an insurance company at AIG as a risk analyst. Yeah, because I didn't hate the job. I hate the management and the people, who in charge of this thing. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
What is your cell phone wallpaper right now?
It's just a blue color. I like blue color, so nothing else. Yeah.
Interesting. Nice.
Yeah.
What is your most used emoji?
I don't use emoji. I'm a simple person, but I put just a yes. Maybe.
Are you suggesting that emojis are for complex people?
Not really. It's just I think funny that you asked me, because why people ask me why I choose the number 7 is for simplicity. I can stick with 7, and I think sometimes I wear same hat. You can see yellow hat, and it's simplicity. I wear black trouser and a white T-shirt most of the time. So yeah, I'm a very simple person. I don't want to complex in my life.
Okay, have you ever used an emoji?
Yeah, have.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, next question. Would you take a one-way trip to Mars?
Yeah, I'm planning to. Yeah.
Nice.
It's in his namesake. He kind of has to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Elon Musk to build some, so.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. What was your favorite song growing up?
Probably something John Lennon, Imagine, the song called Imagine. Yep.
All right. Next question. Name a bad habit you have as an adult.
Bad habit as adult. This is a hard question. Okay, bad habit. Do I have a bad habit?
Do you have
that you want to share?
I work too much. Yeah, I overwork. Yeah.
Okay. So considered bad habit.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever? Oh no, I was supposed to change that. Have you ever gotten super lost? That was supposed to be the question.
Yeah, actually.
Gone.
Sorry about that.
We lost you. Yeah. You were not super lost.
Yeah, somebody trying to call me. I need to put it on. Do not disturb thing. But anyway, I love getting lost, because that's how you discover something you never knew that is possible, and I intentionally get super lost most of the time, because that's how I find something that nobody finds.
You intentionally get lost.
Yeah, intentionally. And I can give, if you allow me, I can give you one example. I went to backpacking in Southeast Asia, and I leave my phone in the hostel I stay, and I go and discover Thailand or any places without my phone, without Google Map. I intentionally get lost, and I find a way back to my hostel somehow. So it's just a adventure, and
I like that.
I find something nobody finds.
Crazy, good stuff.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. So
one more.
I guess you kind of I could guess the answer to this next question. So, would you rather stay in one place or become a nomad?
No, I'm already a nomad. So I'm already a nomad. So I'm a global citizen. I'm location independent, and so yeah, I don't like to stay in one place because I get too comfortable. So I want to challenge myself to moving to new places, getting into new projects.
Yeah. Awesome, beautiful. Yep. Well, that wraps it up, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, man.
Thanks, Gone Rogue.
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu, can you say hi yet? Are you able to? Do you want to?
Yeah, guys. Hey, how's it going tonight?
Hey, what's going on?
I am officially back in the USA, so finally got settled in. I'm tuning in to see what's going on. Glad to see you guys had Nathan Mars on. I've seen his name everywhere, and I've been kind of curious what the deal with him and DTube and this whole 7 business is.
Cool. Well, thanks for being on here. And cool. I'm glad you're back.
Thank you. Yeah. Nobody's talking.
No, well, I was just going to say, I was expecting Patrick. He was even talking about wanting to talk about. Would have segmented to him right there. But,
and if you saw Eric take a drink, what happens on the steaming pile is every now and again we just don't talk. It's called uncomfortable silence, and everyone just takes a drink. If you're drinking.
That's okay.
You know you're good friends when you can have those uncomfortable silences and then move into another combo, right? No.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone always says some shit to take the.
We need to have a best of uncomfortable silence thread.
Who's gonna comb through our 3-hour videos and pick all those out?
Right, we'll make it awkward.
It'll be our first Steam contest. Let's pull together a certain amount of Steam and say whoever puts together the best awkward silence video, we get 3 people and they win.
Episode 100. That'll be our the winner gets all the upvotes.
Let's push it to trending.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Or we could just decide what episodes we're going to comb through, get the timestamps, right? Because
here you go, giving good suggestions.
Do we have? Have you recorded all the episodes, John?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, we can just decide what episodes we're going to do and then get the timestamps. I don't have any video editing ability, but I'm happy to grind for you guys.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So do I. I don't spend time on editing my video because I don't see myself as a content creator. So, but I don't. Yeah, people ask me, you're creating content on DTube. How come you don't have an editing thing? But I never meant to be a content creator. So.
Yeah, and I think with your project, you're really not either. You're more of a community developer, and the content creation goes along with that, though.
It does.
Yeah, I think definitely you need to separate people. You need to understand Steam blockchain is, first of all, if you look, what kind of people should join Steam in the first place are the people who got into crypto, right?
You're not muted, man.
Yeah,
he is now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nathan.
That's okay. But it's fascinating that I found out in my own journey, most people on our blockchain are not a real content creators. They are more interested in crypto, or they have some project in mind.
Yeah.
But they are putting this fake pace to say they are creating content, but they're really a different people. They might be entrepreneur, they have a community builder, they have some project in my mind. So the link 777 to bring those people, say why you are here in Steam, because you want to create content, or you have a project, or you have a community. So we bring those, bring them, like ask people why you are here, Yeah, so I'm not a content creator, so I have to declare that. But yeah.
No, ESP, it's okay. You just gotta watch the volume of your singing, and maybe a little bit of the pitch and tone, but I'm not gonna go there.
So early in the year, crushing his soul.
Well, I like Nathan's outlook on Steam. I like the realistic approach towards what we have here and what's possible. So definitely very interested in that. I like the numbers to make it easy, and I like that you're just linking people and giving them a date and saying, here's what you do, here's what I want you to do, here's a little bit of a start of a broader vision, and if you're interested, let's go.
Yeah, I think, it's very important to understand. So even if you have a Bitcoin, and if you don't have Coinbase, and if you don't have Bitcoin wallet, Bitcoin becomes valuable.
It becomes what?
It won't get value as this, and we don't have the ecosystem, Coinbase and the Bitcoin. So Steem to become valuable, we need to have ecosystem, right, around Steem. So building wallet and accepting as a payment, and the most important thing is having the link between people and project. There's a connection, so people can get to know about all the projects that are happening on Steem blockchain, and all the communities exist within the blockchain. And if we can build an environment, people can connect one another, and we can win. There's a strong network, and I think that's very important. I think that's a missing in our blockchain to connect, so for example, so when I went to Steem Festival, and that was one of the best experience I had with my Steem journey, because I can connect to so many people in real life. And now I have been this live streaming with you, and I have a bunch of people here. This is also one of the best experience, because I can connect to so many people, even though I'm not a big fan. I'm not an expert in live streaming, and I will gradually get to know more about live streaming and etc. But it's an opportunity. So Link 777 is a virtual connection, but without a live streaming. But people can get to know update of a community, update of a project, update of an individual for free, and without a middleman. Yeah, if you like. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, Nathan. Looks like we have a question from Jujitsu in
Yep.
comments.
Yep.
He's asking for your take on these projects like D Live and D Store, who are getting delegation of Steem power and then ending up leaving the Steem chain. Any ideas on how to manage this better as a community?
So definitely, I think early stage, when you delegate Steem power, sometimes you misallocated your capital, but you learn from your experience. So we can watch out for this something have a wrong intention of leaving our blockchain, like the live left. But I think it definitely belongs to community. So I'm more a fan of a community funding. So they do the research before they delegate, right? So if I'm going to delegate to BIM, and I wouldn't just delegate, I need to know what is this project and what problem is solving, what will return to me, right? So I'm more of a fan of a community funding, but also angel investing funding. So angel investors ask so many questions to the founder of the project, and to really know this founder has the drive to build this app, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So
Right.
I think if I can break it down, a simple answer would be like a crowdfunding solution and angel investing solution. So angel investors have control of this project. So they have expertise of managing early stage project or startup, right? And I don't think Steemit has that managing startups. So for example, DTube is startup for me. Startup, it's just an idea. And Link 77 also just an idea. It's just a startup, so it needs to grow. And angel investors have the ability, or something like Y Combinator can help this project to kickstart and to form I think, yeah. So maybe I'm answering too much this question, but I think
no, that's okay. I think it's
the solution is crowdfunding from the community, And second solution is angel investing. They know what is investment, because a lot of people involved in crypto, they have no clue about investing. They have no idea what is investment is.
So which brings me to something that I've been seeing pop up more and more in the blockchain space, and that's subscription-based models. That is what people know in that's a mini investment that some people make to have some sort of service, right? It's some kind of subscription model, and it's super small amount of money that's coming out a month. It's not this huge chunk of change, steam power that you're delegating. You're not an angel investor in anything. But a subscription model, I haven't really looked into it, so I don't know what Steem might be able to support in that aspect of it, but it might be able to help.
Yeah, I think when you look at the subscription model, you need to understand it's like a football. If you go to a football or soccer game, and if we can make people entertaining, they will buy this ticket, right, to watch this football match. So if you're going to build a DApp based on subscription model, and people need to see some value of subscribing it. And for one of the model for Link 777 is a subscription model. I thought about it, but I need to provide some kind of value for the people and the project and community involved, and they will see, okay, paying $10 or 10 Steem per month is not a bad deal because they're getting something out from it, right? So subscription model is you have to give value for what they're paying. If we can provide, go ahead, if you can provide more value for their money, then anyone will subscribe.
Good stuff.
And I would also point that, like, when it comes to around, like, if you were to implement that on like this blockchain, it would be interesting, because for me it'd be like, okay, I create X amount of content, I'm getting whatever I'm getting out of it in upvotes, and so you can see that as almost depending on how you're using the blockchain. If you're just using it as a regular consumer and not to like live off of, then that's kind of just up for grabs. And so if it's maybe a little easier to into the subscription model for something that's doing content, and it doesn't even have to be on the blockchain, as long as they
I think
allow you to receive those tokens.
I think also let me say this as well. It's building a relationship. So the people with Steem blockchain we are early adapters, right? And if we focus on this upvote and how many followers we have, we are really thinking very, very short term. But what I'm focusing now is building the relationship, building the connection, building the network, getting to know people. And that is going to become huge valuable in years to come. In 2 years, all the people who knows me, because of they know me, what I've done, and what the relationship I build, has become millions of dollars worth. Because
you went out.
It must be cold there.
Stuck in cyberspace.
Technical fault.
Usually he was popping right back, but it looks like
TJH pissed him off, so he left. Thanks a lot.
Does that count? Does that count as an awkward silence?
You can drink.
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it.
I like the slow creep of. Is that a coffee mug?
Rise and shine, baby.
I have bottled water.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Cut off with my Wi-Fi. I think
I can throw some hot sauce in here if you want.
What is it?
Water.
They're doing shots every time that there's an awkward silence. So.
Yeah, when you went out, we counted it as an awkward silence, so we all.
I'm sorry.
I'm straight edge, so like I was telling them maybe I should fill this in like some Tabasco or something.
sorry guys, I'm coming back to that point that I was talking about. It's a thinking long term, and it's so important because if you want to win in this work in the crypto industry and blockchain, you need to think long term. You have to think what you want to achieve in 2 years and 3 years down the line. So you have to build something that in line with the long term thinking. So yeah.
Do you have some dApps that are already on Steam that are already have come to you and said they want to be members of Link 777?
No, they will come when we have people. When I have 1,000 people, they will come they will be in the queue to join. When I have people, they will come.
Okay.
So if you say I have an island and I have 10,000 people living there, and everyone want to open a restaurant, everyone want to open a coffee shop because they have 10,000 people there, right? So once I have the people, everyone will come. So people come first, but I don't have the intention to bring them because I want to help people. So people come first in Link 777, but I can reach out to them because I have the connection. I just need to tell them you're on board. Just send me the video profile of your project you're working on, and we put it on. But my main focus now is getting the people, because I can get that in 2-3 phone calls I had to make to get those CV or update from this thing.
Right.
But getting the people is the hardest, because without people, you can have DLive, you can have DTube, you can have BIM, but there's no people using it. Then what's the point having it? You know. We need people first. We need people to believe and people to see they belong to our blockchain. So people is my fundamental focus. Then communities come second. So they bring a more energy, and then third thing is project. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the room that is not on Nathan's list for Link 777? That's what I want to know about you guys.
No,
Good question.
No. Please just tell me. I can add you, because it's a random list I created, but mainly focused on DTube.
Well,
So
the second question was gonna be if they raise their hands. The second question was gonna be who wants to be on the list, and then if they didn't want to, they could.
Well, I'm gonna need like a quick recap because I just came in here. So
yeah.
Are you a passionate person, TJH?
Yeah.
That's a content provider on Steam that wants to be part of a broader community and submit your projects and be supportive of other projects on the blockchain?
I don't see why not. I'm starting to do like weekly shows.
You're gonna we're gonna turn you into a follower.
Yeah, I think first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna have first condition we're gonna have anyone who want to join is 177 SP.
Right.
As long as they have this 177 SP, they can request to join. And second thing is they need to provide this Snap 7 profile, a video profile of them, to telling about who they are and anything they want to tell about them, their passion, why they're here, anything. Is like a freestyle basically. And they need to send this.
Have to get that much SP first.
You got some work to do. Do some more vegan videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 177 SP costs you how much now? If you divide it by 30, about $30, I guess.
ESP, do you have 177 Steam power?
Sorry, I was jamming. No.
Okay.
But he's
really?
out. He's out.
Therefore, I'm not worthy.
I'll sell you
I
some
wish
for
you
$80.
all the best. I really do.
I'll sell you that much for $80.
Why?
I wish you all the best.
Why you don't have it? Is it because you don't believe in our blockchain, or is it something?
Oh, shots fired.
I need to like bum a quarter to buy a Lucy.
Nathan, you're fitting in perfect around here.
Jiu-Jitsu says that in order to bring people, we need to bring content, actual mainstream content.
Who said that?
So
I think
Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu.
We are mainstream content.
Yeah. Let me also say that I don't know. This is I want to say this as well.
Go ahead.
Something that people, if we have only content on Steam blockchain, and we don't have people, our content become value. It doesn't have any value for that content. But first thing is our focus should be people, not content. So, and if you have enough people, then that content become valuable. But if nobody's watching your content, nobody consuming your content, and we don't need content because nobody's buying what you're selling, and there's no business model. I think a lot of people here focus on content, but I have different way of looking at our blockchain. Is we need people, and if we have millions of people, then the contents become valuable. It's like, say, you creating I live in Japan, so I open a language school to teach Spanish. Who's going to come to learn Spanish? Nobody, right? Because nobody does know. Nobody want to learn Spanish. So, before we talk about content creation, we need to talk about people. Having enough people to consume those content, right?
So you're saying, like, if you're in Japan and you can get enough Spanish people to come over. I don't understand.
No. What I'm saying is that no. Okay. So, for example, say you are
vegan
you open
sushi. Oishi desu.
I think let me break it down as simple. So imagine you open a lemonade stand, okay, and you start selling lemonade in a small town or in a park, but you are producing or making more lemonades, but nobody buying your lemonade. And what's the point? What's the point? Yeah.
I think I get it. I think I get it. I understand the importance of a certain critical mass, both in terms of economics and in terms of influence. So seriously, I am down with that. I mean, as a concept of primary importance, I'm crystal clear on that. We don't need to belabor the point. I totally got you.
I hate to cut off again, but Jiu-Jitsu just made another valid point. He said basically that with content comes the mainstream audience, and no one in the mainstream social media audience wants to be on a platform where the primary focus is discussing the blockchain, D-apps, and other nerd stuff. They are interested in what STEEM is selling currently. What they want is already on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter already. We need to attract better content creators to attract a larger user base.
Amen. Well read.
Yeah. That's kind of why I'm trying to do the Shanlung's gaming thing, even though every time I think about pulling it off, I'm like, imposter syndrome, like, oh, it's going to take a lot for it to be any good. But it's kind of that idea, like, if I'm showing it on these places off of Steam, but I'm promising that the winners will win Steam and try and still base it around Vim and that community, then that would be, I'm hoping it's going to be a way for people, on Twitch that are going to be interested, because it's just based about gaming, and it's going to be fun, and
Well, and I don't want to be.
I'm doing a gaming series over there.
I don't want to sound like too much of a nerd, but that thing where you've got the imposter syndrome, that thing where you're lacking confidence, I think it gives a freshness to your work. I'm sorry, it makes it kind of maybe more real, and people can relate to that. I mean, so,
I appreciate that.
Fuck it. I don't like perfect. I want engaging, and real does that.
Yeah.
So but you can't get a critical mass of 1,000 boring people doing nothing without content. It's
Let me ask this question. In a simple way. So imagine you're creating a vegan related content about vegetarian or veganism, and you do that in YouTube. You create a video content on YouTube, and you have an Instagram account as well, and time to time you also post on Instagram to reach out to more people or more audience for your vegan content, which you can't get from YouTube. So Instagram is another platform to grab attention for your content. Okay. So as a content creator, you will be looking for platforms to promote your content or what you are trying to sell, And what defines this platform is, imagine Instagram has only 10,000 users. Who would want to use Instagram in the first place? But if Instagram has millions or millions of users, you really wanted to, you will say, I want to create an Instagram account and I want to put my content on Instagram as well. But even though YouTube is my main thing. So what we want with Steem blockchain is, of course, we have Instagram, Twitter, people creating content elsewhere. But if we have enough people, enough users with Steem blockchain, and they will consider, okay, I'm creating content on Instagram. I never thought about creating a Steem account, also put my same content on Steem as well, because they have millions of users now, right? Sure. So the users will bring the content creators. But if you don't have users, no content creator will just doesn't come. So my focus will be have more users or more people with our blockchain rather than the content. Content creator come. If you have people, they will come automatically.
I'm going to echo what Spalding said earlier, and I mean this sincerely. I like that. I mean, I like what I'm hearing because I just had an aha moment. Yeah. You're even if it's just a mental model, even if it's just an idea that you're spreading, you're trying to come up with a unique way of connecting people.
Yep.
And so one, you're starting with the people. Two, you've got this, like, let's call it a system of connection. And the reason it was an aha moment for me is because that's kind of like what I was just talking about with Sean S. Porter. I always call him Sean Porter, which I don't know why. Whatever. But it's there's something about that, even if it's just a brilliant fucking idea. I like it. There. So
I've even thought about just like completely putting Vim on a hold and just focusing on doing like Twitch via share to stream or share to Steam. God damn it!
Why would you do that when there's a caster out, right? I mean, like right now I'm going to YouTube and Twitch, and I haven't had one viewer on each. But it's like it's all about niching away, right? Every day, if I get one subscriber a week, that'll break, right? Because as people, like Nathan was saying, as people realize, oh, why don't I make an account over here? Because there's enough people over here to make it worth my while to at least distribute it over there. And then as that starts happening and we're the first ones there, it kind of just builds the community up until people get to decide, okay, do I like one more than the other? What are the, bad things about Twitch, and should I move over to, Vim?
Yep. And Nathan, did you see the comment in here from Nico about Oracle D being able to onboard?
1 second, I need to figure out this chat thing. Nico, Nathan, if you want to onboard. Yeah, so I think because for me, when I look onboarding to Steem blockchain, and I have a different philosophy regarding onboarding, which is we need to have a killer dApp that bring onboarding easy. So if we have a something like Snapchat or something like Twitter, something innovative, bring new users. And if we have that build on Steem blockchain, that's going to bring millions of people on board to Steem blockchain because of that, right? Mm-hmm. And I would focus on to supporting the dApp and supporting the idea of building this killer dApp rather than focusing on onboarding. That's how I go.
And you don't think that killer dApp exists yet?
No, definitely no. Because it's not for masses. It's not for everybody. Because Steem, it's like a medium. You write big article. It's not for everybody, because if it's like a WhatsApp, if it's like Facebook, if it's like Twitter, something simple to use, it's for everybody. Right. It's for that for everybody, anybody, like even for grandma, So if we can kill a dApp, very, very easy to use, very simple. And that's why you need to onboard people. People will join, you know, because that will become viral because everyone want to onboard. And I don't think it's here in any crypto space, you know. We are looking for like a new Instagram or new Twitter, you know, or new Reddit, like a killer thing that has to build on blockchain. And I think best blockchain to build a social media app is Steem blockchain. If you're going to build a next Twitter or next Facebook, everyone should choose Steem blockchain because Steem blockchain is the people's blockchain.
For sure.
So I don't think it's here yet. So
okay, yeah, and I think once tokens get set up, or if that's even a possibility, I think interoperability between apps on the Steem blockchain might.
Yeah, I think
be
also
beneficial too.
Yeah, I have a different way of thinking about in terms of tokenization. Okay, tokenization is coming, and why don't you introduce some kind of point system? And if you are building a dApp, you distribute points that will become redeemable when you release token. So you already can start tokenizing, right? But when the SMT is launched, you can just swap those points with the SMT tokens. And I don't know why all the dApps are waiting for SMT and complaining about it's delayed, because you can already start and get ready to tokenizing your dApp. So you don't need to worry about when SMT get released or when that you can already start. So that's what I'm doing with Link 777. I'm going to introduce points, link points, and that will be redeemable for in the future for link tokens.
Everybody just needs something to bitch about, though.
That's true. That's very true. Probably the one I use most is the one that Jujitsu just said in chat is Partico. I really like that for.
Me too.
He's also talking about aspects.
No.
I haven't been able to follow that.
Yeah, I think I might do a partnership with Partico with Link 777. And I'm hoping to go and meet Sida, the founder of Partico in California.
That's cool.
So there's a lot of things will happen, but I just need to build a foundation for Link 777 and to open up, to build bridges with other dApps, to make connection, because Link 777 is a project for every dApp. It's a project for every community. It's a project for everybody. So I will be reaching out to every dApp developers, the founders of the dApp, to say and see where we can collaborate and what we can do together to help each other grow.
Do you have any shout outs to any of the early Link 777 members that like either you've gotten to know or they were like right on it with I'm interested, I'm ready, and here's my video?
I think you can, if you go to my last post of Nathan 7, the people who submitted the video is in order, so you can see all the orders.
It's in order of when they submitted.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those people get more link. Most people get more link points because they submitted early. And people who submit.
So Shirey Rocks was the first person to do a video?
Yeah.
All right, look at him. He was one of the AdventTube vloggers.
Yeah.
So that's
next
cool.
Next person is Snook. But I must say that I have made people confused with my Link 777 because it was just an idea. I spent so much of time and talked to a lot of people. Then I was able to kind of form a model, and it's still working on that model to make Link 777 happen. And so it's a continuous process of building the model, right? So I appreciate those people who came first and they didn't even understand what I was building, but they want to help me. You know, they wanted to help me. So, and those people will be rewarded highly with the link tokens, you know, or my Steam Power delegation in the future.
Cool. Look at all those good-looking, lucky people.
No, everyone can be lucky, but I think, but most people are who are related to DTube, so it's kind of start from DTube, right?
Yeah.
So somebody said voted for 666. What's that?
Where?
Who
Who
on the
said that?
chat.
Who said that in chat?
Nico said I voted for 666p. 666 is a devil's number.
Yeah, come on, Nico. What are you doing?
I'm with you, Nico. Let's go.
This is a family show.
Yeah.
It was.
How dare you?
But I don't know. I was talking to Sean about a couple of days ago. How did I come up with the number 7? And yeah, it's funny that ever since I started my Steam journey, I wanted to delegate some Steam power for the people who contributed to my journey and engaged with my content. So I wanted to delegate, and I don't know how much Steam power I should delegate. Should I delegate some people 500, some people 1,000? But I want to be simple, so I said, okay, I want to pick a number. So I want to delegate same amount for everybody. Then I happened to be walked by 7-Eleven convenience store. Then I saw the 7 sign. I was like, okay, maybe I should delegate 700 to everybody. Then I said, okay, I like 3 as well. So I put 3 7s together. And I started delegating 777 SP for more than 100 people. And that's how it started this number 7 thing.
That's cool stuff, man. I like it.
Yeah, the 7 for me, I had asked for clarification just because to me, I automatically was like, the 7 must have something to do with it. So on a purely just first impressions, I was instantly a little not put off, but just confused. Like, okay, what's the 7? And that like sent me down a different road instead of worrying about what was going to be on the video and that sort of thing. So that's why I was asking for clarification on the 7, and it makes sense now. So yeah.
And everybody has until when to get their video?
Yeah. So at the moment, in the last post I said 17th as to so if they found their name on the list and they need to submit by 17th of January. So, but then anybody who wants to join, they can request to join.
Gotcha.
They can.
Okay, so let's assume that you get the 777 folks.
Yep.
What's the immediate next step that you take once that is set? Who has the flute background? Is that you? Is that the coffee shop still?
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I tried
That's
to fix
okay.
it, but
No,
if I go outside, I will lose my internet connection.
Yeah, if it's someone else on here, I was gonna mute them, but you're fine.
Yeah, but I try to mute when I don't speak.
You're fine.
Yeah. So I think it's because I still say 777 is a startup, and it will be a startup forever, and so as I focus on those people, then I will find out what is the next step. But I had the vision of what I want to achieve in years to come, but the roadmap is not clear. That's why I said 777 doesn't have no roadmap. Right. So it's like a baby step along the way. But definitely, if I have to say a clue, it will be in line with link tokens and link points. So I will be providing 50% tokens to angel investors, the link tokens. and the 50% tokens goes to the people who help build this Link 77 to help. It's like they're like a founders or team.
And what's
So
your personal goal to have the 777 people onboarded and ready?
What do you mean? The number or
like what's your personal goal to have that full number kind of recruited and on board?
I don't have a goal because I think it's just about snowball effect. If you create a Link 777 profile and you're going to make maybe 7 more people create that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I just get 100 people to create this Snap 7, the profile, it will become 700 within a week because it's just word of mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once you have the minimum number, the growth of that number can be exponential. But you need to make sure that the first 100 people who really understand what it is and they really see the bigger picture of this project. So the relationship with this first 100 people is so important to bring the next 1,000 people, right?
Yep.
So my focus is to building the relationship, to talking with them one-to-one and to help them what they are working and how I can help them. So Link 77 is about them and their project and their community. So when they put a CV or video file, I'm like, what can I do for you? Tell me what I can do for you. You want me to come to USA to the conference? I will come. You want me to put a post to promote your DApp? I will do. I will do anything for you to,
Yep.
And it's a mutual thing. So when I start doing and when I had 100 people, that 100 become 1,000. Then when you have 1,000, that become 100,000. That become 1 million in months. So it's very important to have the core people there and have the relationship, a one-to-one relationship,
Mm-hmm.
a direct contact. And that's what I'm focusing now. So having one-to-one relationship with this first 100 people. Yeah.
You know what? I think the project would really. I know you said yourself that you're not a creative, but if you could find someone to do like infographics, I think that'd be great for this project because you got numbers. You've got like more of like for me, what you're saying is like I could really see it visual. I mean, some people are more visual than others, but for me, I could really see all this in an infographic. And in fact, that is kind of what you're doing with your drawings that you've been doing. I can see that you're kind of like it's a little mind map that you're doing, and it does help. So I can see.
Yeah. I think that's thanks for pointing this out because with the link point system, and I will introduce somebody who helped me build this. Anything they want to build, and they can present this idea and they can contribute independently with freedom. And if I find value in the contribution, they will be given link points. And in the future, it will become a token. So my prediction for link tokens to become more valuable than Steem, because of the angel investors. So,
right.
Yeah. So because if we create this infographic or whatever, and if I feel that adding value to this project, and I will have some notepad or something initially to say, Sean, I'm going to give you 20 link points for this contribution, for just that contribution alone.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. Any other questions or reactions from people live, or any comments or questions from any of your guys' viewers?
This was a while ago, but somebody in my chat suggested that every time there's an awkward silence, ESP sings.
I think he left. I think he had to go or something.
Well, moving forward, that's my New Year's resolution, is him singing during awkward silences while we all drink.
That'd be cool with that. I'm down with that suggestion.
All right.
Is Patrick live streaming? or is he just hanging out listening?
Per just wrote he has some technical difficulties and he cannot hear anything. But he said Sean's camera looks amazing.
Wait, is he saying Sean looks amazing, or is he saying Sean's camera?
Sean's camera looks amazing. Sorry.
I'm part of it.
That's interesting. That's an interesting.
You might mean my overlay, my new overlays. Hey, say what were you going to say, John? I'm sorry.
I was just said it was an interesting comment.
Okay.
I'm just looking for soup I made earlier.
I've got my new overlay, so you might be talking about that because I've got it all fancy over.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he sent that to me in private chat.
Oh.
Pretty sure that's nothing confidential.
Well, not now. No worries. I worked hard on it. It's through Stream Elements, which is very cool, and you can implement it into OBS if you're streaming to Twitch, so you can see. They got a couple things couple features you can implement in there. But I like it for.
You use Stream Elements or Streamlabs?
Stream Elements.
Okay.
Yeah, the Stream Elements you can go and they have overlays you can create live. So if I want even live right now, I can go jump to streamelements.com/dashboard/overlays. I'm already signed in and I've got all the ones I've made. I can make live changes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's
nice. And it integrates with OBS.
Yep.
Is that what you put in our Discord?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, cool. Nathan, are you going to have a Discord, or do you have a Discord for Link 777?
No Discord for Link 77. All Twitter live streaming.
Okay.
So I'm not a fan of Discord because Discord is more feel like a very close island. But I think I don't want to say a negative. I think it's a very wonderful tool. Discord is make convenient to do a lot of things easily, to manage and organize. But it is not doing is to spreading awareness to about our blockchain to outside world.
Sure, right.
So I'm going to do what Agro do. I'm going to do the opposite of what Agro doing. I'm going to do live streaming on Twitter every fucking day. I'm going to do live streaming. And anybody wants to have some question, they can ask me on Twitter live streaming. So Twitter is my Discord, yeah. But
gotcha.
I have Discord, but I wouldn't have a Discord channel.
Okay. No, I got that. I got that. It is good for internal communications and sharing and things like that, but you're right, for kind of what you want to do, I think the public piece right now, it's better for the blockchain doing it that way, because I think the more paths out we can make and bring people in, the better. I do agree with that.
Yeah, definitely, because I was quite sad because I see when Steeming Inc. posts something on Twitter and it had only 3 comments on Twitter, 3 engagement, okay? And it's one of the interesting thing I noticed, observation, when Netcoins listed Steem, right? On the exchange, and Oracle D was funding, upvoting people who voting for Netcoins listing for Steem.
Okay.
And then Netcoins announced this on Twitter to say that Steem won the contest. Okay. And after 8 hours, I went on Twitter and I saw about 4 comments on Twitter. So, and I'm like, 4 people to represent Steem blockchain on Twitter, 4 people.
Right.
You know, I'm like, this is not happening. This is why we are become like an island. We are not connecting with the rest of the world. Not the world itself, but a crypto project, a Netcoins who supporting blockchain, our blockchain, and we're not even supporting them, their marketing or their exposure.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, and that moment I decided that I'm not going to do this Discord, or I'm not going to do this internal marketing.
Just from a community perspective, we had a special episode where we had some developers and people on from Digibyte, and them, like that community as a Twitter community, is way more powerful than anything that is done on Steam. I mean, I had like one share went from the developer from me, and it was like it had over 2,000 impressions overnight.
Yeah, I think if you look at Tron Foundation, Justin's son, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy lives on Twitter, you know.
Right.
He's doing live streaming, and if you look, Binance co-founder of Binance, and Vitalik Buterin, Ethereum founder, Charles Hoskinson of Cardano blockchain.
Yep.
They use Twitter every day, every single day. And if we build a Twitter-like social media on STEEM blockchain, everyone will use that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in 3 years, I want to build a Twitter-like dApp on STEEM blockchain.
That was one of the questions you asked early in the beginning, is what's a killer app that should exist on Steam that doesn't, and Twitter might be one of them. We have a president here in the United States that uses Twitter a lot for policy and informing us on everything that we need to know about the United States and stuff like that.
Who is that guy you're talking about?
Yeah, but I think you have to understand the new generation of social media, right? And people don't have time now, and they want everything to be, people read newspaper or watch some content. They don't really read everything. They just read the headlines. They don't go, So Twitter is an amazing thing. You can just, if you want to talk about something, you can't talk like in paragraphs. You need to break it down, So microblogging and like Instagram moments, like short stories.
Yep.
These are the future.
Well, one thing, has anyone on here ever done a Twitter chat, like where you just use two hashtags and you have a conversation with whoever tweets, and you just kind of like, anyone here ever have that, like hashtag chats on Twitter?
Ones, John, where I can't remember what it was. It was a politics one, and it was like questions through Twitter, and so it was like a conversation. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, and it's a good way to increase the visibility of hashtags as well, is to have chats like that. I participated in one. There was one that was fun. It was called Spoof Chat, where you would kind of get on there and make fun of social media marketing things. And then there was another one called Media Chat, where they would just have a different speaker each week, and they would have 5 different questions. And what they would do is they would just the moderator would just pause the questions like every 10 minutes, and then you ask the question, the respondent engages or answers the question, and then other people, like you said, have side conversations and other conversations relating to that. I think that might be a good application or something to consider for your project too, would be some kind of live Twitter chat.
Yeah, I think one of the things we need to remember is there's so many people have idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to build this, I want to build. But there's entrepreneurs. They're actually somebody who can execute, right? So people can talk about Steeming Inc. all day long and blame Steeming Inc. But also they can become the next Steeming Inc. if they want to. Everyone can blame Ned, but you are also a Ned because you are in the playing field playing. And you're not the audience watching, you are playing. So everyone can do something, right? And people need to take ownership of our blockchain. People need to if they have idea, they need to go all in one idea rather than focusing on multiple projects. I would say if you believe in your project or DApp that you're building, you need to focus only on one thing and get that right. Even if it fails, just do that one thing.
Right.
And you learn so much because the experience of building and making it happen is more valuable because you can build the next thing properly, right?
Right. And to go along with that, it's easier to not be focused.
Yeah.
Because you can just, I'm working on this now. I'm working on this now. I'm going to do this, 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 and this.
Guilty.
Jiu-Jitsu, are you going to ask that question, or do you want one of us to read it? That's long.
I think I got the gist because what I was interested in.
Go ahead, Sean.
No, I was just gonna say the first part. I was kind of interested in what you were saying because to me, you really think people are paying attention to ROI? You were mentioning that, whereas like I don't know. I mean, I can't remember exactly where I was in life when I went from MySpace to Facebook. But when I'm trying to break it down to somebody that really has no idea what crypto is, that's the first thing out of my mouth is, well, what's so special about this? Well, there's no one there. What are you doing? And it's just like, I just tell them it's really early stages. It's like if they were building Facebook and you switched over while no one had heard of it and everyone was on MySpace. I don't ever remember why I went to Facebook. I can't really remember. It was just kind of one of those things.
I was badgered.
I don't know. I
was
remember.
Badgered. I did not want to do it. I'm like, this is stupid. This is never going to be anything. Why are you making?
Okay, and where were you focused?
So I was at work, and what do you mean? I wasn't.
Were you on MySpace?
Oh, yeah, for a month, not well.
Okay.
I wasn't.
I'm trying to think of like the lineage of how we went from one huge platform to the other without like a day that everyone like was like, well, fuck this, right? It just kind of slowly happened like Facebook. I think it's almost officially off Facebook. I've all but deleted my account.
No.
Yeah, you know, honestly, when I started it back up, or when I began using it actively was when phone apps first came out. So this was like 9 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the phone I had the obviously just made it easier to be on mobile, do it on the go, whatever. So
yeah, I didn't start using Facebook until like 2012.
Well, okay, so how old were you, TJ?
I was probably about 13, 14.
Okay. Gosh. Yeah, so
First, I mean, I had no social media. I
was
pretty much
27, I think.
That's a lie. Unless if you want to call like Ustream and Justin TV social media, then I had those.
No.
So you went kicking and screaming though, John. So you didn't want to. What about it? Didn't you want to go to? Why were you hesitant?
It just looked stupid, and it wasn't anything that I felt I could interact with.
Oh, and see, I could see people saying that about this here.
Yeah,
so
I was blogging. I was blogging at the time. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was
Can I say something about Facebook and Steam it?
Of course.
I think in order to make Facebook irrelevant, we need to make Steam is the new Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I still use Facebook. Okay, I'm not going to lie. And one of the main reasons I use Facebook is because I have my high school friends and my university friends and the people who work with, they had the same Facebook that they had when they were in high school.
It's their internet. They use it for the internet.
Yeah, they had changed their mobile phone. They changed their home address. They even changed their country. They changed their hometown, but they haven't changed their Facebook. Okay, but I see something similar with Steam, which is my username Nathan Mars will be in 10 years. It will be Nathan Mars also.
Right.
Steam it, right?
Right.
Steam is the next Facebook, believe it or not. But the DApp does not exist because once you know you have username, this is you. And for 10 years, people know you from where you started, and still you have the contact. You don't need to know anything else. But we need to simplify this to make a particle like that or something that introducing private message. So Partico introduced private message now. So if you have a Steeming account, I have a Steeming account, you follow me and I follow you, and I can send you a private message on Partico app, and which is going in the direction of Facebook, because what I use Facebook for is just to only messenger to connect.
That's me too. That's true. Yeah, it's mostly Messenger.
So you had to look history.
I got rid of it completely.
to see how we can make Steem as the next Facebook. And I think it's just a matter of time, matter of having the killer dApp on our blockchain.
Well, and that's what I brought it up. What John's like feeling like if he could remember, because I couldn't, like, just what is it? I mean, it's not anything we could, if we knew the answer, right, we'd have already implemented it and had people coming over. So I think it's something that we have to, like you said, adapt. We build it, they will come. It's more true than ever. And it's like, if you put it there, it's unique or it's better than something already done.
Right.
Then that's bringing the people over. And then you kind of, the more people that come, the more people that attracts, and it kind of just, it builds on itself. So
I think it will like with how it was with DTube in the beginning. If you think about it, a large part of at least the German community joined Steem only because one big German YouTuber joined DTube.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. In Germany, we say big YouTuber when you have 10,000 subscribers and more.
Sure.
Good amount of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because most YouTubers I know from the US have 7 million, 8 million, and more. So
then there's PewDiePie.
I have 98.
Yeah, then there's PewDiePie. So joined, and a lot of people joined after him, and I think we need more. Influencers getting or understanding the idea of what the blockchain can do for them.
Right. And that's
We
what
could pull like a D Live and send PewDiePie like a tip that says go to DTube.
Do you know what the primary reason for that German YouTuber to join Steem was?
Please,
can you say that a little bit louder?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember what the primary reason for the German YouTuber to join Steem it was, or DTube?
Yes, he's a nerd.
He's a nerd. Okay, so he was fascinated by
I
the
think,
tech.
No, I think at that time, one German YouTuber was blocked off YouTube, and there was a discussion about censorship, and then I think someone mentioned, "Hey, you're talking about there should be something decentralized. There's DTube," and then me and a friend and a few others spammed literally every video for about a week. We spammed his comments and replied to all the questions the users had, because the users did not understand why they had to provide email and phone number for registration, why it was not immediately. So and finally he joined. Then he's now even a witness.
Yeah, and that you know what, this is perfect, and I think it's a perfect segue to why Pat's here, or I hope why Pat's here, because honestly, this was one of the reasons why I got interested into blockchain, and I think most of us here might have gotten interested into blockchain was because of this idea of decentralization, censorship resistance, immutability, this idea of being able to take control over your own data and passing.
However, we always say you cannot censor it, but that's actually not true. When you look at Steem recently added one new account on their blacklist. DTube has its own DMCA service. Steam Peak is using both lists. They use Steem lists and DTube lists. You can actually download the code, purge the blacklist, and then run an uncensored version. But
yeah, that's honestly
average users won't do that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to bring up was this censorship or this ban that we saw from what was the
Dark Overlord.
The username? The Dark Overlords.
Yeah, German hacker.
So we're seeing right, banning from at least Steam. And although what you're saying is the data, at least from the back end, still available, can still be run. People can still show their display their information.
I've personally seen more people go to places like BitChute instead of DTube.
Did they ban the Dark Overlord already?
Well, they had to remove his content from Steam Inc., I think, for legal reasons. I mean, he leaked private data, including photo IDs and certificates of birth certificates and private chats and confidential stuff of almost every German politician. The private phone number of Chancellor Merkel was leaked.
Oh my goodness!
And, oh yeah, it's pretty fun.
I saw some of the posts. I didn't know that.
19-year-old was on the news, on the national news, because he texted the, I think, the leader of the second largest party on WhatsApp, and he wrote, "Hey dude, your number's on the internet. I just want to say hi."
Whoa!
Really hilarious, yeah. And then he replied, "Okay, one of my employees just tries gonna call you. Would you please explain them what's going on here?" And
so I knew it was a matter of time before.
I didn't know that Dark Overlord was a German hacker.
He is 20 years old, lives with his parents, and has already told the police everything. So right now he's back home because they
Sounds like me, 20 years old and lives with parents. Well, correction, about to be 21 at the end of February.
You are not a hacker. I can pretty much guess that.
But
if you're about to
Undercover.
Donald Trump private phone number, I definitely give him a call. Say hi. Explain him that Germany is not a city in Europe. Yeah, maybe it will help.
It's a country in Europe.
Actually, it is. Indeed.
It doesn't have a Taco Bell.
No, it does not have.
Hey, there's always
but we
a
have
chance.
KFC.
Just make Ned pay you to integrate the onboarding onto Steam It, and then you can open up your own Taco Bell in Germany and never be on the blockchain again.
Well,
yeah, just call up Taco Bell and say, "Hey, I wanna bring a franchise over to Germany."
Yeah, how do you plan to fund it? Yeah, basically I sell Steam accounts for $2 each, and that's how I want to fund the franchise.
Well, yes. Join Link 777.
And this Taco Bell will be a special Taco Bell that accepts cryptocurrency.
That would be the best. What's up, Patrick?
What's going on, everyone?
Hey.
Oh, your camera is way better now. Something happened. Your internet must have cleaned itself up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's probably asleep like I am.
Oh, well, thanks for stumbling onto the pile.
Yeah, you know how we do it.
Yeah.
He had no choice. I texted him on Discord.
I think that probably did help. The constant buzzing on my phone. I was like, what is going on here? What?
What reaction do you have to what you heard so far? Or how do you want to check in and say hi?
Hi. No, I agree with everything so far. It's really been said that I've heard.
Although I think for the crypto community, the blockchain community, this idea of the network effect, whatever you guys want to call it, to bring new users on board, censorship is in our favor because you do have people that are facing this kind of censorship on whatever platform, and they're seeing these alternatives that are at least useful for now.
Like the thing happened in Patreon.
Yeah, with Jordan Peterson, exactly,
yeah.
exactly, and I forget what other guy he's working with, but yeah, I mean there was a group of people that said, "Yeah, I'm just going to stop my Patreon support and do something else."
And isn't Fundition doing some sort of? I think they're doing some sort of thing where people are reaching out to those affected.
Probably so. That's right.
Yeah, and the Girls Foundation is doing that too.
Oh, great!
Like, and they're doing a Twitter campaign and all that stuff. Yep.
Scoop them up. Yeah.
while we were talking about the censorship that's possibly really required, because otherwise the Federal Republic of Germany would sue Steam Inc. for providing everyone with the private phone number of Angela Merkel. Do you think an uncensored version in the torrent network, with a .onion domain could do the job, which would be completely unrestricted?
Yes.
Yep.
I have no.
It would be
because I had a
incredibly slow.
conversation about this today where someone actually thought that Steam Inc. altered the blockchain and removed this account, and I told him no, it's only the website where the content is not displayed anymore. And I think it's quite confuses some people when they see the link is no longer available and it looks like every other error site on the page. So people really thought Steam had altered the blockchain and it's no longer immutable.
I don't know what to do with that information.
Me neither. I'm letting it. Yeah.
Patrick, come on, man. Tell us about
Patrick, say something
He's
smart.
not even awake. He said hi as a check-in.
Poke him with a stick. Come on, man. Do something.
KFC deprived.
Did you take away your D-Stores delegation?
Oh yeah, interesting topic.
I had not actually sent any over to him yet.
Oh yeah, right. You made us talk about him.
I'll talk about everybody equally.
Up. Rank up, fellas.
Was that your only? Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. I mean, what does it take to create an onion link?
Well, you could. So if you're on a website and you provide links to illegal content, it's most likely that a few days later the police will knock at your door and kindly ask you to follow them onto the police station. But if you use an onion link and host this whole stuff completely anonymous,
right,
there's not much they could do about it.
Yep.
And you could enjoy the censor-free versions of DTube or Steemit or Busy.
But to create an onion website,
what does that mean?
Well, you basically need a special browser to access it, and then you just enter it in your address bar like you do with Google.com. It's done probably.
Basically, it's a website that's only accessible on the Onion Router network, and you have to use the actual Tor browser to access it. And
not anymore. Although, so there's a Tor browser. Yeah, so I have the Tor browser, and
TOUR.
Yeah,
TOR.
I have no idea what the fuck any of you guys are talking about. So
the onion router.
Basically, right now, when you visit Google.com, Google knows your IP and your computer knows the Google IP.
Okay.
When you use a Tor browser, it's like the server does not know your IP and you do not know the server's IP, because it's not you send the data to the server and the server sends the data back to you. It's like you send the data to person B in France and he sends it to someone in Norway, and then it goes to the US and then to the server.
And that's different than Brave.
So that's what I was just going to say. And that's a bunch of tunneling. So Brave actually just integrated the Tor browser in their browser, so you could actually access it. Yep.
Okay.
But the Brave integration into their browser isn't as safe as using the bland Tor browser, because.
And I don't know that much.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense, though. Okay.
As someone that did go to school a little bit for cybersecurity, I do know that Brave's integration of it is not as secure as using the actual official Tor browser.
If you can go right for it, yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't look into
hacker confirmed.
Yeah.
Well,
although
actually, most stuff you could buy on the darknet. As most of you, I think, are from the US. You could.
I would also recommend using Who'snet or whatever that new Linux distro is called for privacy while using the Tor browser. So they can't even track your.
Right. So a VPN on top of it, and then like Parrot OS, right? So that's like
you can even use the official operating system created by the Tor project called Tails.
Tails, right? Yeah, but that is not for the average user. That's for damn.
Well, thank you for the
right.
Yeah,
I was gonna say this is the point of the show. This is usually the point of the show where I always tell our guest one of the things on the steaming pile is when you have to go, and it's completely understandable. You didn't have to do it right then, but I appreciate you taking the time to come on, Nathan. You're welcome to stay on for as long as we simulcast.
No, sorry, I had the Wi-Fi disconnected, so connect again.
No, that's okay.
I'm here.
Did you learn a lot about how to not be seen on the internet in that last
Yeah, I think. I'm learning so much because obviously we learn from each other, right? And everyone think differently, and everyone have different background, and but I always value a conversation with another person. So this is an amazing experience for me to be here. But hopefully next time I can be just a person who listening more than talking.
Oh, for sure. Well, you're welcome to come on anytime and do that.
You. Every week on Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Yeah. Well, it's Wednesday for you. Every Wednesday at 11:30 a.m.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing that you're doing is that you don't put pressure, so I can join anytime during this event,
sure.
right? Yep. So I like to have the freedom to join anytime and walk away. So that's something that I think I can do on a weekly basis, just to pop in and see what people are saying and what people are talking.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. You can see Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, he's ordering pizza right now and still listening in live. So that's cool.
Yeah. I think it's definitely important to have this kind of live streaming, a conversation. It's a conversation, right? It's not, you can call it live streaming. It's more a conversation.
The places around me are fucking closed. I'd be ordering from Pizza Hut right now.
Dude, I wish I could order from Pizza Hut right now. It's 5:30.
Yeah, for you, it's got to be like at least like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, it's 5:30, so it's always.
Yeah.
How's the future?
Oh, it's amazing! Flying cars everywhere.
Finally.
The whole US is surrounded by a 5-meter wall. It's amazing.
When Elon Musk was on the Joe Rogan Experience, he talked about, he made a lot of sense with the flying cars. It'd just be so hard to conceptualize. People would be fucking each other up in flying cars, man.
Nah. It'd be like the Fifth Element. It'd be like the Fifth Element.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's just perfectly
yeah, it's all good.
Yep.
Well, I saw concepts of like this flying train that they're working on.
We'll get there.
Well, I mean, with Tesla, you won't have to fly your car on your own, So.
Okay, that's that's fair.
They're also working on that boring thing.
I don't get it.
Electric cars?
Yeah. No, like Tesla's boring tunnel thing.
Oh.
I think 2 weeks ago, Elon
I know
Musk.
what you're talking about, yeah.
Didn't Elon Musk recently announce that he's working on medieval castle? Yeah, I think he posted it on Twitter so that you can build your own medieval castle.
Okay.
And it comes so that you can build it very easily within 2 or 3 weeks.
I'm cool with that.
Tesla.
All right.
It's funny. Yes. It's funny that you mentioned Elon Musk and Twitter, because those entrepreneurs and those are richest person or richest people in the planet, they use Twitter.
For sure.
True.
Where the fuck are we gonna put like a medieval castle though?
What else were you gonna say on that, Nathan?
No, I said as a STEAM community, we shouldn't underestimate Twitter platform.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things about our community right now is that we want to be the social media community, but I think some people think with that we have to abandon other social media efforts when really we need to figure out how to best utilize the ones that are out there to build this community.
Yeah, I think, yeah, when you say build this community, of course,
the Steemiverse.
Yeah, so we're building community. So in order to build community, we need to have a DApp in place to allow the community to communicate as a tool to support this community building, right? You need the DApp. And in order to build the DApp, you need angel investing.
Right.
Entrepreneurs. So those people are on Twitter, and I feel Twitter is a town they live. And we need to go to them. They won't come to Steam. We need to go to them.
Okay.
So we need to show what we have, and they will see what they can do for us. But we need to take what we have to them and showcase. This is what we have. We have this number of people. We have this DApp, and we have these amazing communities. And why don't you do something for us? And I think, for me, I'm a strong believer in numbers game. So if you keep trying and trying and trying and trying, one person will notice you, then you'll go to the next level. So I need one angel investors for my Link 777 project, then it will go to the next level almost immediately. One person, just one person say, Nathan, I saw you're doing like this live streaming, and I want to have a word with you, because I think I can help you. I think I can help build. I'm looking for that one person. I'm looking for that one person on Twitter.
How have you picked the current list of angel investors that you've either have or want to reach out to?
Yeah, depend on their philosophy.
Okay.
Philosophy of the world, but I think I need to update the list again. But some other people, I for example, Gary Vaynerchuk, Naval Ravikant, and Mike Novogratz. Some of the, like Tim Draper, some of the people I know that they have the same philosophy, how they see the world and how they see the life,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they don't see just money.
Right.
So, like, for example, Brock Pierce, former president of Bitcoin Foundation, and his definition of a billionaire is a person who impact positively millions of people's lives. Is somebody who
I like that.
So those people have a different philosophy how they see the world. Money does not matter to them. Even Vitalik Buterin, he's building Ethereum not because to make money.
Right.
Elon Musk building SpaceX not to make money. So we need to understand that. So when we connect with our core values, and they will support whatever you're doing, and yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a guy in Seattle named Nick Hanauer that I'll tweet you his handle. He's a progressive guy, richer guy, but he's all about like minimum wage, and he's fought for like minimum wage in Seattle, and he's kind of got that. It's worth looking into him and his background. So yeah, I'll send you his info because he kind of reminded him. So.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. He does skunk civic work, so he's involved in lots of civics around the state.
Civic skunk works.
Yep.
Yeah. I think people out there, but you need to show what you're building and why you are building, right?
Yeah.
And if we have a clear picture of what we're doing, and we can sell it easily, or we can bring attention to. So, for example, say I want to go to Germany, and I'm going with a flying car, and I know my destination. I'm going to arrive in Berlin tomorrow, 12 a.m. And people will join because they know where I'm going, and they know I have a space in my flying car, right? if they don't know, I'm like, I don't know. I might be going to Seattle. I might be going to Berlin. I'm not sure, but nobody will join. but if I know where I'm going, right? But they probably not. They don't care about how long will this journey will take or how I'm going to get there. But at least they know the direction of where I'm going. They want to go same destination, and they will join.
I agree with that. It's
Break
like
up, gentlemen.
super wide open, like right now, but everyone's got their own. The people here now kind of have a lot of them, anyways, have their idea of the end goal, or they at least see the bigger picture. So that is part of it. I think is letting people see the picture where they don't want to. They're just like, I want to use something that's fun or handy.
Yeah. So imagine in this particular live streaming, we have now 16 people now, or 12 people. How many people do we have?
11.
11. So imagine those 11 people have a profile on link 777, a 2 minutes or 3 minutes profile to tell your philosophy and your skill and your talent and what you want to achieve or what project you're working on. That's a good thing because they don't need to join this live streaming. They can click on Sean's photo video and find out who you are. And you can update your profile if you change your project or location. So imagine you live in Seattle, you decide to come to Japan, and you update your profile on link 777. You say, I'm in Japan now.
Right.
So that's give you someone like me. I can go to link 7. I can search Japan. I can find your profile. I can say, oh, I need to talk to you because you mentioned on your video you like this. You're working on this project. Maybe we can work together. So I want to bring those people and their updated profile and their philosophy to put in one place in a video format. Then the people can click and see each, and you can update this video anytime. The Snap 7 can be updated anytime. So if you create the video tomorrow, 2 minutes video, but day after tomorrow you decide to change it, you can change it.
That's good to know. Actually,
Would the old Snap 7s be available on that person's page?
No.
They're gone.
Just a video. So you will replace the old one with a new one.
Okay.
That gives people less pressure, which is a lot because for that sort of video, we talked, and you were like, hey, friendly reminder, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I've been thinking about it for like 3 days. What the fuck I wanted to say? I gotta just get in front of a camera and say it, right?
Yeah,
it's more my style.
Then you can update at any time. So it's like a CV, LinkedIn. It's your profile, and you have a profile. You can change your profile anytime. So, but at the moment, I'm manually collecting those CV for up to 100 and get to know those people personally. Then the number reach more than 100, and it need more management and a process of collecting those profile. Then I will introduce new things as we go along. But it's a win-win situation for anybody to put that profile up there for free, right? As long as you have a 177 SP. And I think linking is so important. If you look at the world, the history of the world, you have a product and service, and you need a market to sell, to link, put the buyers and sellers in a place. Why Amazon is big, why eBay is big, why Walmart is big. This bringing the goods and service into one place. Why the supermarket is big? Because you go to supermarket, you can buy anything that you want to buy, right?
Right.
Imagine you need to go to, if you want to buy your toothbrush, you have to go to a different place, and you need to buy shoes, you need to go to a different place. If you bring everything in one place, a convenience store like 7-Eleven, you can buy everything that you wanted, right? So it's time effective, productive, it's convenient, So that's what we're trying to do with Link 777. We're going to put everything in one place, so you don't need to go anywhere else. And we will make it happen for not just for Steam, for entire crypto industry. So any crypto project, they will have an update. They can update with us anytime. almost for free if they had a subscription. If they're from outside, they probably want something. But that's in the future. But we need to, because I'm also fed up with the fake marketing and fake promotion on YouTube, and people are getting money to promote certain crypto project and thing, and they don't really necessarily believe this project. Same goes with Steem blockchain, right? We promote DTube, but we don't really know what DTube is working, but we know they're going to upvote, and we're going to do that for that. And people promoting link 777, but they don't know what link 777 is. They know they're going to get upvoted. So this is not really helping anybody, because those people are just speculating and they are in it for short-term gain. And it's not going to help my project, and it's not going to help them. And so I want to build an environment where there's a growth and there's a contribution, as people feel belong, kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's
link
okay.
Link 777 again. Promoting.
I'm just gonna pour some more.
I can't tell if Richard's camera froze or if he's just not moving. There he goes.
He's moving.
So one thing I remember we talked about. I don't remember much, but I remember the end of last year we were talking about the content we were going to create, and it all seemed that we all wanted to do some sort of talk show, right? Like additional talk show in addition, like Therapy Thursdays, right?
Yep.
I made a 30-minute
music
recap video
shows.
of all of that.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you post it?
I did.
And I missed it.
You did.
I'll check it out.
Did you share to Steam and post it on YouTube?
No, I did not. I should probably,
Okay.
huh?
I don't know.
Where
Why
did I
not?
put it? I think I put it on DTube, actually.
Oh, really?
I got it, though. I'll put it on YouTube.
This week, I'm working on starting a new gaming series and having it shared over here from Twitch.
So, Sean, you're trying to steal.
Yeah.
You're trying to steal Sean's idea.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he went into the Brave browser, somehow got into your IP, and now he's stealing your gaming idea.
Try it. I'll battle you for it.
Well, I don't think it's going to be exactly what he has in mind. I'm going to.
Oh, it's not. He's just fucking with you. Mine's going to be a game show, not gaming. I'm not going to actually be playing games. Whereas yours is going to be what you were talking about before, games from your childhood, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
I listen, TJ. Yeah, all that. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Back in
So
the good old days.
he just likes when me and you interact, so he's just joshing you.
Oh.
You, John. Hot stir.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
I saw that Atari Video Roller Coaster Tycoon and something else, like they're going to have their own blockchain and or token. I think Atari's going to have their own ERC 750 token or whatever the newest kind of ERC token.
They should have an SMT instead.
Okay. Are those
they
ready?
So you can expect SMT, I would say 2051.
51, right.
Ouch.
We are still not sure whether we can release it then, but we are 20% sure we can.
Well, I probably won't be around to build any smart media tokens then.
I'll be an old man.
Oh, I really hope that SMT, that they will soon release this SMT Live thing along with the
I'm hoping they
updated node
invent
stuff
that
so
thing
that
to
everybody
make me
can
young.
upload. So soon, everyone here will run his own Steemit node. You prepared for this?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I'm grossly underprepared for that. If that would happen.
Indeed.
Oh, 2 weeks. Patrick just wrote 2 weeks, so SMT should come in 2 weeks. Probably.
Wait a minute. How did they fire 70% of people and can move up production from
Well, because they
March
also
to January?
changed the spec of SMT, so they're gonna release an SMT Lite, which basically, from what I understand, only is supports the token issuing and really basic distribution and transfers, and not much more stuff.
Gotcha.
How much do you think they're rushing to just get something out for people?
Yeah, it's like, people are getting pissed, so
yeah,
let's do something. Push it out. They will be happy.
What happened to the Nedcasts? He just was like, well, fuck this, huh?
He's probably thinking that a bunch of people are gonna say some shit in his chat, and he's gonna be like, "Oh no."
I hope not. He's got to have a thicker skin than that.
I think I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad about Ned in a way, because it's very hard to be in a position as a leader, right?
Of course.
Because if something goes wrong with Link 77 or 777, everyone can blame me, right? Because I put myself as a thing. And if something goes wrong with DTube, you can look I'm in danger and say, what the fuck are you doing?
Nah, better don't blame the French. It's not good.
Yeah.
It does not work out well. I tried.
Yeah, no, yeah, I understand that. but I think I wouldn't say Ned stopping live streaming on YouTube is not a bad thing. It's a strategic move. He wanted to achieve something big, so he need to eliminate things that he does do now in order to focus on big thing, right? So I might decide not to create content on Steam anymore, and I start tutor live streaming. Then I probably stop my tutor live streaming, but because I'm working on a bigger goal than tutor live streaming, right? So if I have an angel investor meeting next week, I will say I'm not creating content, I'm not doing my tutor live streaming, but maybe I don't even want to communicate with that too, because people might say, you said, you know.
Yep.
I agree. I mean, just from an examination perspective, though, then start. He should have always been focused on it. Why did he even start to try it? Because those early streams were just him in front of a camera with a guitar. Like, did someone talk him into it? Like, this would be a good idea. Maybe he didn't even want to do it. I mean,
don't forget this awesome sweatshirt.
And I think, I certainly think that we need to embrace people who are willing to fail, willing to try things. And if we have a mentality or culture where we blame every single thing that goes wrong, and we become stagnated. So, and failure and learning, Ned is learning. So I see, I'm learning, you are learning, Ned is learning. So we need to encourage failures and mistakes so they can improve going forward. And I'm not speaking for anybody. I'm telling it's kind of own advice for myself.
Yeah.
And that's why I said Link 777 always will be a startup. It's a startup. So there's going to be a lot of failures, a lot of updates, and a lot of changes because it's still a startup. So Steem blockchain itself is still an experiment, and we are building something for a future, years and years to come. We want to we want to print our own money. That's why eventually we are doing, and we're going to replace the government with Steem blockchain, because if we have a Steem power, we can create our own money, Steem dollar, and we can create our own economy. But it's a long way. It's a long road, and I don't think Steem Inc. alone can do this, and that's why we need collaboration and cooperation with different blockchains, and work together and build a bridge with different crypto projects. I'm a big believer that if possible, somehow we need to find a way to merge Steem blockchain with the EOS blockchain. But I don't know the history too much, but I think it's possible in order to achieve the bigger thing, in order to achieve, make a lot of people's life better, we probably need to merge different blockchain together and to become one blockchain, right? But anyway, this is something for my own advice to, for example, say, you guys talk about bad tokens, right? Bad browser, right? So we can Steem possibly merge with BAT and to do 1-to-1 ratio airdrops, BAT tokens airdrops, and to bring BAT and Steem into one project, right? It will be a killer move if we can do something this kind of deal.
Yeah.
Look Facebook bought Instagram, and Facebook bought WhatsApp. Why did they both those things? Because they know it's going to help them Facebook to grow, right?
For sure.
And if you look at how big companies, they always do merger and acquisition. So they merge or they do acquire other small companies. So this is what we need to do with blockchain, and even the small projects as well. And we have so many duplicate projects going on blockchain, so many duplicate, like they're copying and they're not creating innovation. They just copy another project, and they just want to stick on it for their stupid projects. And they see how they can merge and to become one project rather than trying to,
Yeah,
anyway,
you got to help people get along.
Yeah, I think it's just harder to organize people because people have different belief system, different background and culture globally.
Right. But it's very hard to do it in a decentralized environment.
Everything is possible when you approach in a good from peace and kindness and in a different approach, right? You see mutual and you try not to criticize people and try to see, it's down to leadership, I think, leadership and true entrepreneurship. And you see the bigger picture rather than thinking the short term and trying to make our lives. And so, and like you look at Jobs, and he worked with Microsoft to build Apple, and Microsoft worked with Apple to build Microsoft. They were doing background deals, but the customer never knew, or they didn't have much knowledge about what's happening, but they did help each other. But they become a different thing, right? Different big thing. So, so we can't bring everyone together, but we can bring some movement together.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
A collective movement. And that's what's missing in our blockchain is a leadership, true leadership. And we don't have enough community leaders, and don't have somebody take responsibility and say, this is my blockchain, I'm going to do this, I'm going to bring people together. This is a long-term thing. So we need leadership, and especially it's supposed to see businesses who need to take some responsibility and say, I own this blockchain, I want to make it better, I want to bring it together.
Many witnesses, I noticed there's a lot of witness updates. Many witness posts are basically 75% on about I am super awesome witness vote for me for that reason. That reason I am so much better to Steam. I am fucking god of Steam. Vote for me. And then there are 2, 3, 4 sentences, none of them, and that this pops up on training in a few days, and I think so.
Yeah, I think if you look at this as a football game, in a football you have 11 players and you have 5 substitution and a coach, right? And as a football player, I mean, if you're not a goalkeeper, even if you're a defender, you want to score your own goal, right? It's an amazing feeling to score your own goal. But you have to put your team first before your personal achievement, right?
Yes,
if
I have a feeling that many witnesses put them first and not the blockchain.
Yeah, but we need to bring the culture to say that you can win personally. Also, you can help others win. You have to pass the ball. If somebody in a better position to score a goal, you need to pass the ball to let them score this time. Next time you are in a position to score a goal, they will pass the ball to you, so you can score.
So what you basically say, they have to connect more and work closer together to achieve a better outcome for everyone, not for themselves. Because
that's right. But that's right. But by doing so, they also get good outcome for personally as well. Because if they help others, and the others will help them, and they will grow together. It's a win-win situation, right? It's not
Yeah, it will build a
lose it.
strong community.
Yeah, strong community. You know, it's really hard because you don't know what's going on, because when you go to football match and say you're watching on a television or you in the stadium, you watch all the footage and you could understand who's passing the ball and who is playing for team and who's working hard, because it's a full picture, right?
Yeah.
And if you're a coach, you can say, I'm going to take this player off, I'm going to substitute. But with Steam blockchain, it's not visible for us to see who's playing, who's passing. And it's very, because if you go on a trending page, it's not really giving the full picture of what is happening on the field. So I'm hoping to do that with Link 7777, where I want to put videos as well, so people can see what they're doing on a daily basis or updated basis. So you have a picture of who's passing the ball, who's collaborating, you know, the full picture. And
to get a real impression of what's going on Steam.
Yeah, because I have
the advantage to select by Steam, I think. All about the relationship they have.
Yeah, definitely, I know. But I think it will automatically, with time, everything will work itself out. I believe in that. And some people will come forward and make changes for the day. But what we can do is just to do something, even a little thing that we can. You know, a little thing that's what you need to do, because imagine you are using Twitter tomorrow and you're going to tweet something. If you use hashtag tweeting, and you know somebody who reads it and says, "What's it?" I need to look into it, you know. And you never know, that person could be Tim Draper, you know. You never know, right? So you have to understand that everyone can do a little thing, a little collectively. When we do that, we can achieve so many big things. We don't need to look at other people and blame or complain and form an opinion, but we can do a little thing that can bring huge impact to everybody involved.
Yep.
A great attitude.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nathan, are you familiar with shared Steam?
I haven't used it yet, but once I build the function for Steam, the link 777, I will be using that. I think early in the show I mentioned about my criticism about the shared Steam, because I can share again if you want. So I looked at the picture of a shared Steam post, and it had Steam blockchain, and you had Instagram, Twitter, and everything around there, and you had a mark to say shared Steam, you know. And when I didn't do anything, but it just into my mind is about importing other social media content to Steam blockchain to get a reward. But we are not importing those people. The people going to stay there, they probably have a Steam account, they probably not have any Steam power, they probably not have any, they never leave any comments, they never do anything, they just have the strategy plugin, and they just dump the content, you know, and they're there as credit. And this is not really going to create people move permanently to Steam blockchain. What we need to do is we need to build something called share from Steam. We need to have a button to share from Steam where you can put all the content that we have to spread to other platforms automatically. And that's the better model for Steam economy.
Patrick, don't you have something like that? Or didn't we talk about something like that too, where there's some kind of WordPress widget where I know there's one that I know SteamPress posts when you post, but isn't there one that you said where it'll take your Steam feed and put it onto a site?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I can remember the
gotcha.
I'll let you input different just a self-named domain, and it will pull in different active fit posts or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
The way I've been doing it on Twitter or with Share Steam is trying to somehow tie it in, Nathan. So because I get that too. It's like if I'm just posting something and also sharing it there, but I'm not. But the content isn't saying anything on Steam or isn't hitting or anything. It's used as a teaser. So it's like maybe a little clip of a video, and you're like, if you want to see the full video, go to DTube to see it, right? That's kind of how I envisioned ultimately being able to use something like Steam. It's kind of as a teaser to actually get people to check out the full video, right? Sometimes people will want to follow the link and check it out.
Okay, let me give you this example. Say I'm hosting a dinner party, my house dinner party, and I invite you, I invite John, I invite other people.
Thank you.
And I made a nice pasta. And I said, there you go. I put the plate, and I said, I got to go and meet my friend. You guys enjoy the fucking dinner. I'll come back in, I'll see you next week, right?
I get what you're saying.
But it means like you're putting a content on Steam, but you're not engaging, you're not commenting. You're just putting because you want the money, right?
Well, what I'm saying is you're putting it literally to try and get people to come over.
Yeah, but
you're using it for that specific reason,
Yeah, but if you say you want to come over, so when you say you wanted to come over, if you think they want to come over, but you're doing it, the same is you want them to come over to your Instagram because you're sharing the Instagram to Steam. But you do other way. Share from Steam. You do. I'm putting my content on Twitter, so I'm inviting Twitter people to come over to Steam, not to come taking the Steam people to. You understand my philosophy? So
Totally.
I'm taking people from traditional media to our blockchain to say, come over here. But chat Steam is being, let's go there. Right? They're taking it away. They're bringing in.
Yeah, I was almost trying to use it as like a dinner invite. Like here's what we'll be having over here, right? So
that's how I view it as well. I view it as more of a red. I view it as a red pill to let people see the almost like he was talking about with the hashtag you shared that they might see on one of my Instagram posts or whatever. Share to Steam and that open the conversation and say what's that about, and then you can actually promote the Steam blockchain through the usage of the share to Steam hashtag.
I put passive aggressive statements and my referral link in all of the YouTube videos that I do, and so I say these are active @signs for people that have actual Steam accounts. If you want to integrate your social media onto the best blockchain in the land, use Steam.
I think it's just a criticism. It's not. I didn't say. I don't know anything about share to Steam. It's how I see it. I want to give feedback. That's it. And somebody can do that for link 7772. But then I will look into it and I will think about this and to see how I can improve it, right?
Exactly.
And that's the only thing. Is not. I don't like people. I don't like to stop somebody doing something, And I had to see the full picture. But picture that I saw, I just formed this opinion or feedback. That's it. It was not.
We feed off each other.
Well, going off that and going on to what I said something earlier, if I'd be interested in coordinating when the group is a little bit larger to do maybe we do a share to Steam link 777 Twitter chat live and see what happens, and then do it on Steam.
Yeah, I think
that is sorted by the tags.
Yeah.
Right.
I think one of the things I would suggest is that for steaming file, you can invite the project that you want to talk about, and to today you invite, right? And next week, I don't know, you're already doing that, but you can grab the project leaders or founders and say, I want to be on board, and we want to find out about your project, and everyone just throw a question, and to something like, I don't know, this guy had an idea about, what's this called? In UK, we call it Dragon's Den, but in USA, I don't know how they call it. It's a TV show.
Shark Tank?
Shark Tank. So you can turn into a Shark Tank event. You can prepare a question for any project. So you can all just ask any question. Say, if I have a $1 million would I need to give it to you? Kind of like, why should I? Yeah. So, but I don't know. I just throwing this out. But just
I'm using share to Steam a way to basically build an audience over there and send people to come over here.
Yeah,
I think that's logical to go about it.
Yeah, 100% I agree. It has its system, and need to buy iPhone. Now we have iPhone 11. I don't know what's the next iPhone. It's always the iPhone. The previous version is better than the new version, right? The new version is
Samsung Galaxy is on 10.
Yeah,
some of them are gonna be crypto or blockchain friendly coming up.
Yeah. Before you do anything, you have a foundation, right? Then you can update certain things. So, but building the foundation is matter. So having clear vision, what you want to achieve, and where you want to go, what is the problem that you want to solve. Then you can update that easily, right? The initial framework. And that's what I'm doing with Link 777. I'm building the initial framework. And when I have the framework solid, and updating that framework is so easy. I think my battery might be dying in 2 minutes. I'm sorry because I'm using a headphone.
Yep.
Appreciate you hanging out.
No, it's a pleasure to be with you guys, and maybe next time I will be able to, in a more relaxed position or to in a better environment to participate and able to chat at the same time as well. And
That'd
so
be awesome.
please excuse me this time because I'll get better eventually. Yeah.
No, we appreciate you coming on and helping us kick off 2019.
Yep.
And we usually we'll have a speaker or two. We had 1 month where we had 3 in a row and everybody got a little bit burned out on that, so we didn't have any speakers for the next month. So every show is different, really. It depends on who we invite on and who wants to come on. And
yeah. So
who can show up.
Yeah, can I kindly ask you something, you guys, all the participants, before you leave? Before I leave, I think Matt is dying. So, it's no request or anything. It's just to say thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure. And I'm looking forward to the next week meetup. That's next Tuesday. Then I will ask you something, but this time I just want to say thank you. That's all.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
And thank you for coming.
Yeah, so can I leave with your permission and go back to sign? I have to eat as well.
Absolutely.
And anybody have questions for me? Anything that you want to ask while I'm here? I have maybe 10 minutes and the battery will last, I guess. Anybody have questions for me? Or links to the for the meeting?
I'm good.
We'll keep this running for next week.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. I hope this relationship continue when we stay connected to see how we can collaborate together.
Of course, happy to have another regular member of the team. So thank you. Welcome to the pile, Nathan.
Okay, thanks for having me, guys. So I'll see you next week. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
New blood is nice.
Yeah, it's cool if he comes back.
Public. Oh, guys, I have to say something.
Yes.
I got a new, while you say public domain, I know this has something to do with copyright. I got an actual domain for the internet. And it's a little bit ironic because the domain is free speech, not tax. And basically will be a page that highlights all the positive things about free speech. So,
wait, did you say free speech facts or sex? Spell it out. Spell it out with letters. I can't hear you real well.
S-U-C-K-S.
Oh, I like that. Sucks.
Yeah,
I thought you said sex.
Yeah. No, sex. Sorry. So, I thought it would be quite fun.
I'd pay for a domain that's .sex.
How did you?
Don't
you need to have a porn business to register these kinds of domains?
Look at
I mean,
Please don't ask.
You can just buy domains.
Topic we call it the emo bitches bang .sex.
Yeah, he's produced 4 of them already.
But will you put your on Steam?
NSFW?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
D-porn, right?
Oh boy, here we go.
D1 was listed on State of the D.
Was it?
Yeah, what is it? And I think it's probably the first porn D app.
I'm sure they're gonna be rich.
Yeah.
I might start stealing shit from X videos and uploading it there.
What are you gonna do with free speech that sucks?
Well, it will be a website which is basically pro free speech. It's a little bit of.
I like it. I like play on words.
It's like people who are basically against free speech will see this will link and they will be so happy because of the link and they click it and then they get massively disappointed.
Or the other way around.
On the other way, people see this link, get super offended, and then they say, "Oh, that's a cool website."
Like it needs its own
So
show.
it's a website that will offend anyone.
It needs its own show. It needs a free speech sucked weekly or something.
We could do that.
Just go through and review all the shit people have said that piss people off throughout the week.
Or
And we play punk rock music while doing it.
All free speech that sucks will just be an image of the actual Steam and blacklist anthem. So that you always know that. Yeah, the statistics of State of the D apps are coming from the Real Wolves application, and I think it does not list every app yet. So, for example, for Oracle D, there are absolutely no statistics available on any website because they all rely on the Real Wolves servers. So, as soon as you get it, there should be some statistics for more D apps.
If you own the road, you can make your own streets.
Yes.
I'm still waiting for to make my own like little website using the Steam blockchain.
What do you want to call it?
I mean, like literally like a Wix style website creator that lets people create like websites off the Steam blockchain and it automatically integrates like a Steam based like Google AdSense thing instead of using AdSense and.
Oh yeah, did you talk about that? Steam actually has ads. Or did you even notice?
We haven't.
I don't use Steeming.
Ah, okay. I think you all use TeamPeak, right? Almost.
TeamPeak and Partico.
Partico and Buzzy.
Is it really called Buzzy?
Buzzy?
I call it Busy.
Whatever the fuck it's called. I know.
Busy is US or not?
It is.
Is there a Z in it or not? That's all you gotta know.
No.
Fuzzy.
Or
Are you in Florida, man? What about-
No, I'm in New York.
Buzzy.
Oh, that's right. It was a joke. It wasn't a little question. I know you. Florida, you get it, right? Everyone knows.
and the MMORPG Shibera, yeah, started a GoFundMe campaign.
They didn't start a. Oh, they had a foundation too, don't they?
Yeah, I think so, but they started a GoFundMe campaign, I think today or so.
Whom is this again?
Shibera.
Shibera,
CHIBERA.
some MMORPG connected with the Steam blockchain.
I have an X Steam, either Jujitsu or Gone Rogue.
No.
Here. Here's my site of the .com. So.
But yeah, Deepworm. It sounds like something I might have to start downloading my fake pornos off of X videos and uploading them there.
Look at you.
That'd be stealing. That'd be copyright.
Look at him bring his hands together.
I don't give a shit about copyright. They can come suck my dick.
Original content creators, you know.
Well, you know, that.
It was so nice of you to.
I'll be nice right now, TJ.
It was so nice of you to not say anything like that when Nathan was on, TJ. No one's been.
You know, I can only be PG for so long.
Well, hey, we appreciate it. I mean, I don't give a shit if you're PG or not.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not really the.
What is next, Steam? God damn it!
Next Steam is basically a platform where you can offer your skills.
Oh, like being able to request the BIM?
Yeah, someone told me that knack means something like skill or ability or something similar.
Yep.
So in German, it's actually the word for crack. So like a crack in the wall, not the drug.
Oh, okay.
Like a crack in the wall. So it's basically negative. So when I first saw this, I was a bit confused.
What the hell?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's not that new. That's Steam app. I think it's quite a few months old already.
Jujitsu, you did put in Buzzy. Is that really a thing? BUZZEY?
No, when he said busy or whatever, he said buzz. Yeah, I was like, that's how I think Buzzy would.
That's what it would
appear
look like
to
to
be
me.
spelled in my brain.
Every time I heard it, I'm like, I don't know what Buzzy is, and then I'm like, it's busy.
I didn't realize. I'm surprised that this set of apps is showing me some. You know, I thought I had a pretty good thumb on the pulse of Steam apps. Like I hadn't heard of Steamler, I hadn't heard of Maxime. There's a few on here that I'm like, okay, I don't see them on Steam it being advertised or talked about, but yet they're on this other site, which is, you know, a good thing.
Well, I'm saying, I know all of them if they're posts or how it's referenced in a post. So I'm gonna have to check it out because if there's people kind of just doing their thing in the background, not necessarily putting out a blog.
I strongly suggest that you shop this link I sent in the chat.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a new logo. I hope you. This will be also on Save the Deep apps very soon.
You are all over the place, man.
I think we should get.
I don't think he sleeps.
I know. Well,
Well,
we know that.
I actually awake for more than 48 hours, and all it needed was one of these energy drinks.
A good old rock star.
Oh,
Yeah, they are the best. They are the best. All the other stuff I don't really like Red Bull.
That, you know what's in there? Crack Steam.
Yeah, probably. It helps, so I don't really care.
Mountain Dew Kickstart FTW.
Yeah, I don't think Demon sleeps. He's all over the place. I see him all over the place. Answering questions all over the place.
He's all over the place, and he doesn't even have to leave his house. He can have his groceries delivered. He can have his food delivered right to the door.
You could too, TJH.
Well, I can, but it's not going to be as cheap as over there.
No.
Well, I never said it's cheap. Before I joined today, I actually had a discussion on Simulcasters. There was one that he joined, and basically, yeah, he insulted everyone, and I replied to him very calm and tried to explain what he did wrong, and offered him solutions, what he can do better, and even suggested him that he could use Utopian for facilitation. In the end, he said, I will not forgive him, so he means deep cleaners, and I wish from the mighty God that he will die soon. So, yeah, I repeated that a couple of times. So then I told him that's really rude, and this won't remove the flag at all. So finally left the Discord, I think.
How much does it cost to deliver groceries where you are? I know where I am at like $30.
Let me check. So I have to order food for at least €50, but I don't think I think the delivery fee is then included.
It's a maximum of $30 with like a delivery fee of like 10.
Well, I can't.
What kind of rates are you working with? Pretty much every area is covered.
No, they cover here. German cities are like US cities, you know. They're like New York. I think my city would fit in New York. I think 60 times probably. So let me check.
That's one small ass city.
So let me check this.
So
Okay, I haven't lived in either, like,
well, delivery fee is 90 cents.
Okay, so that's definitely cheaper than.
Yeah.
You get groceries delivered from like a grocery store, but then you can also get like I get
Oh, they deliver all kind of stuff.
Right. Well, because I know you can get someone to pick up your groceries from like the local shop and road, the local market, or you can get someone that is actual like a middleman who's getting from distributors and just giving you fresh produce, whatever's the oldest, which I've also signed up for. So like every twice a week, you get a bag in the morning full of whatever produce they get rid of, and all of it is ugly stuff that they want to sell or couldn't sell in stores.
Yeah, that's not legally in Germany.
Oh,
That's how it's called in English. You have usually a date on every food product, and you shouldn't eat it after the date.
Of course, yeah.
And if that date is reached, groceries are not allowed to actually sell this food at all, and it's hard for them to give this to charity, because if they give it to charity and someone gets sick, they're liable.
Yeah, I don't know. We cover our asses for that around
No,
here.
it's the same. But like you saying, Sean, is they might have either a separate agreement or it's still within the date. Even
yeah,
with
if it's
the
within the date, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of it is just like
It's just it's got a week to go or something.
Well, and a lot of it was just they didn't want like a lot of them are like deep weird looking vegetables or like it grew weird or something. And people just aren't going to buy it.
This
So,
is
like,
a
people, like,
this is a
Particularly have Instacart and then there's ShopRite, the delivery here. Instacart is does the rest of the grocery stores that don't have their own dedicated service. Instacart, it has like a $35 minimum and it's another $10 for delivery. Whereas ShopRite don't have a minimum, but they charge like the same ridiculous like $10-$20 delivery fee.
Well, I can't complain. We have a lot of food delivery service here. We have Foodora. It's pretty interesting. Foodora is actually a delivery service where the restaurant itself don't have any drivers. And an external company has riders. They usually and then I order at the restaurant, they get food, and on time they click order driver, and then your food gets delivered really quick because they don't have.
You know it's expensive, and it's actually cheaper for me to take an Uber to the store, buy what I need to do, and then go back home on an
No,
Uber.
it wouldn't be. There's no delivery fee at all. It's covered by the restaurant, so I couldn't get a cab from here to the restaurant and back.
Yeah, and even what I use Uber Eats. I've used a couple of different ones for food delivery. I don't know, but
I order Taco Bell from Grubhub every now and then.
Unfortunately, Uber is still illegal in Germany.
It's not DoorDash. That's the one I actually worked for. DoorDash for a bit, and they would have it so that the tip and everything is kind of covered in the cost. It was only a couple bucks, and so living in basically just outside of Seattle, it's a lot of the times worth it just to have it delivered. Going out to.
Yeah, I don't have DoorDash in my particular area. I know it's more towards the city they have it, but in like the upper parts of New York, it's either Grubhub, local delivery, or you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah. Do you know Delivery Hero? Or have you ever heard about that? DeliveryHero.com.
No, we don't have that.
If I need out, usually just go and get it.
We just got Uber Eats here. We just got Uber Eats not too long ago.
What is the thing? Like, why do we want to have our food delivered to us? Like, what is so awesome about that?
I hate being in a restaurant with, so yeah, to get home. I don't want to cook, so please let me home.
You do good?
Oh, I love cooking. It's just I don't have time, or it's something on.
Yeah, it's quick and easy. I mean, I have my food within 20 minutes, and during that time, I can do more.
Yeah, hanging at home. That's part of it. So we'll order for football games. It's cooking if you don't feel like it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like
better than on Chrissy. I mean, that's
so basically, what the hell is it called? Instacart situation for me where it's actually cheaper to take a Lyft or Uber to the restaurant, eat, or like grab the food there and then go home than it is to actually use Uber Eats.
Yeah, I heard about it, and I hopefully will move to the UK this year, and I hopefully will experience this whole Uber thing because in the UK they have Uber. So I actually love taxi. I have a lot of taxi rides per month, just because I'm super lazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I have to have my car, when I have gas, I have to have insurance, or so.
All those things.
Yeah, and I have to find out for it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason people don't have, close to Seattle. Yeah.
Also, you need a car because right in front of my house is the bus stop. We got these cars here, and you can just, it's a little bit like you're in London.
Same thing for me. Like, what's the fucking point of going out and buying a car when the bus stop's right there?
Cleveland is so bad.
Is it?
There's a rapid, but it only goes to a couple different, 6 different spots. It has stuff on the way, but it's like the guy who built it, who funded it all, he's the one that own the building downtown and it ends at the airport. And so he really built it just for him. And they retrofit a light rail into it. So it's it's not anything like, you know, DC, New York, Chicago.
Is it?
Yeah, well, it's not. One is and the other two. So, but Patrick, you gotta, I know I gotta go too. I was gonna see if you don't want to take over. I can keep the room open. I gotta stop my stream and get going a couple minutes too.
Yeah, good evening. Bye, Patrick. Green spaghetti.
Hey, you want to be in charge?
I guess break my heart.
It's gonna be one second you people on, but like, hey, hold on, I guess.
No, I only drink a quarter pint. Yeah, it's all good. It was a pint. I drank a pint then.
I'm going to caution for the next 6 hours straight.
No, I'm not medicated properly for that. I'm medicated for about an hour.
Yeah, I feel like I do that.
Yeah, the public transit system where I am is literally just up the street. There's a bus stop, and I can take that down to downtown and hop on the Greyhound and go where the fuck I want.
I also have a little bus stop right in front of my door, so it would be easy. But for example, yesterday morning I had an early appointment in the city, and I just don't wanted to go on a bus with so many students, crying kids, and I was tired.
The $17 for a lift.
So long as you go outside and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, I'm okay.
Yeah, I do that occasionally.
Occasionally. You do that daily.
Daily? Well, no, that's absolutely not possible.
Okay.
Well,
I got stuff there every day. No, I cannot do that.
Well, I actually have my window open all the time.
Oh, okay.
No matter how cold it is. So right now I think I have it -2 degrees in my flat. I think I have a short shirt. So there you go. Yeah, Germans used to these cold temperatures.
They're like Canadians.
Yeah, just preparing for the next invasion.
I don't know if it's like to be referred to as like Canadians. I don't know what kind of like emotions. Yeah, good emotions.
You refer to Canadians exactly. I don't know. I don't really Canadians.
Depends what circles you run with.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, they're all cold and they like hockey and they're
French.
Ever heard anything about Canada here in the news? It's like this country does not exist.
Tim
the only
Hortons.
thing you occasionally see is or read is that they have a really young prime minister or something like that. And even his father was prime minister before. And then we read that he does something and Trump does not like it. Something like
Hey, Nico.
yeah.
Vinyl in my chat said that Uber is only available in a few places, but they're having licenses revoked in some cities. I think he's referring to the UK.
Well,
And
maybe
he
he's
also-
referring to Germany.
He was also asking where are you thinking of moving over to there?
Northern England, Northwest England.
Okay.